I think it's. Is it going?
All right, boys, we're up.
We're rolling.
Suck dick.
Episode number 2, Delray Misfits podcast, and we're joined by Jay Masters. Turn your fucking phone off. Why are you watching a live feed that you did?
Because I can't get over that Swedish girl. I want to lick her butthole.
Oh my god. Do you even remember what her name was?
No. But I want to be her human washcloth.
Leonard, what was her name?
Isabella Nordstrom.
There you go.
Wow,
See?
he's like a
Leonard's
robot.
good like that, man.
He's an idiot savant.
But I'm on board with you, what I'd like to do to her.
What would you like to do, Leonard?
I was hoping they were up for the gangbang cuckold thing, and he was a cleanup boy.
Yeah, no.
They were a little shy.
That's what I was led to believe.
Yeah, when you started talking about dominatrix, she kind of checked out.
Would have made 1 million hits. She let the viewers down. Another one lets the viewers
She didn't care about social media. She didn't want to be recorded. And Jay recorded her anyway, this fucking fat asshole.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Oh, you didn't?
No.
Oh, well. Too late, bully.
You know what the problem is with sitting here wearing these big-ass headphones on my head is all I hear is Lenny breathing. And it's so amplified into my ears. It's like a horror movie. You all right? You're breathing a
Yeah,
little
well,
heavily.
you know, when you're carrying this amount of size, you're going to breathe.
Just keep in mind that. Never mind. Breathe is heavily.
So you're about 100 pounds bigger than Dale?
Over that, yeah. Yes.
And you got 5th place this year, right? And Dale got 3rd? But you outweighed him by 100 pounds, and you were just as ripped.
Oh, I actually got 2nd place. Dale wasn't even in my category. He's not in my league.
Are we going to go over this again?
Wait a minute. You were both in the heavyweights.
No. Since they had so few competitors, they decided to have a super heavyweight category. I got a trophy, Jay. I got a nice big 2nd place trophy.
I didn't know that. Lenny got 2nd in the super heavy?
Yeah.
Doesn't mean much, but
2nd out of 2.
Okay. And Dale got a 3rd in the heavyweight.
Yeah, out of 5.
What'd Genova get?
5.
And he got his participation ribbon like they give to retards?
well,
Hey, man, you know how it is nowadays.
that parallels Dale with PJ Braun. PJ is a philanthropist.
Why are we calling him PJ when that's not even his initials?
Oh, here we go.
What's the name again?
Philip Drew?
How do you know that?
PD? Penile dysfunction?
I think we should let this topic transition us into the first topic du jour for episode number 2. And to me, there's been so much talk lately with Dale and sponsorships and Blackstone, and I've seen a couple of videos here and there about the topic. What exactly does it mean when a supplement company, quote unquote, sponsors you? It's not like when you get a sponsorship from Nike or Adidas where they hand you a $5 million check and all that. So what is the big fucking deal about getting a sponsorship from a supplement company? And I don't know. Someone inform me here because I don't really see what the big deal is.
It's free fart powder and some free clothes.
Basically.
And they might even pay for your entry fees to a show.
And a discount code that gets you, 5 cents on the dollar for every purchase when someone uses the code? I'm asking because I just don't know.
Oh, so you do get a little kickback on sales?
Yeah, I guess. I don't know.
If you're pimping their product on your social media.
Well, it's definitely more than what you would get if...
Does Dale have a
For your
discount code on
competition.
his social media?
Yeah.
Discount code what? Chunky Cheese?
I know Barbell King 727 is an associate for Blackstone, and he told me he could get me discounts.
Oh, really? Who's
Yeah.
that?
I don't know his name. I forget. He's a nice guy, though.
That's just his handle?
I think he lives, I'm not sure where he lives. I forget. But he wants to come down and train with you guys in November.
All right. Tell him to message
So
me.
he must know the area if he's an associate for Blackstone.
What do you think, Leonard?
Well, to me, a real sponsorship is, and we have a local example here, Mark Alvisi, who was given a 6-figure contract from Gaspari Nutrition shortly after Gaspari came big with his line of pro hormones. And he was an amateur, and a lot of guys were upset about it, jealous, and rightfully so. Here you got a guy who's an amateur, and what did he do? He competed in a few pro shows, and when the money stopped coming in, guess what? He retired. Very selfish. You don't see me.
I thought
retiring.
partying was the end of Mark Alvisi. I don't
Yeah,
think
that was because of the contract. He got things too easy for him. 6 figures, not a good move.
I don't know anything about the guy. I just
To
see
give
him
a
at.
party.
He likes to party.
I see him in LA Fitness quite. We see him in the morning quite often.
he's a great guy, fun
he?
guy, neat,
Yeah.
nice guy. I party, so I'm not bad mouthing the guy.
Yeah, of
I just
course.
heard he likes to party.
We know you party.
Right.
You fucking animal. What was that shit last night? Andrew and Brad won't answer their phone. They're puss.
I sent you. I was just looking at my phone. I was so mad. I sent you guys a text that said I've never been so disrespected in my life.
I thought you got in trouble at the bar. That's why you were saying that. And then you called me. I answered the phone, but you called me a half hour too
Dude,
late.
when
man.
I'm over the edge, I literally check out.
You totally black out.
Yeah.
That's scary, dude.
Yeah.
That is fucking scary.
I
Because
checked
you
out.
could do some damage.
That's why they start feeding me ice water.
Yeah.
I was good with it. I knew I needed to be cut off. I wasn't an asshole last night at all. If people can cut me off,
Is that your fucking text tone?
No, that's ESPN.
Dun-dun-dun? Oh.
I just don't like being treated like an ass. So if a bartender can be
Well, guess what? If you act like an asshole,
Well,
you're gonna
that's
get
what I'm trying to
treated
say.
like an
If a
asshole.
bartender can be professional and polite and not make me look like a dick when he cuts me off, I'm good with it because he's looking out for me.
Yeah. Is that what they did last night?
Yeah, he was cool about it.
Okay.
But sometimes
That's a cool bar.
sometimes people want, the bartender gets all high and mighty and they want to make you look like an ass when they cut you off.
Or make an example out of you.
Yeah, that's when I get super shitty.
Like at CJ's when
Super-
remember
yeah.
they cut him off on Easter.
I grabbed your beer and
Yeah,
chugged
I
the whole
ordered
thing.
beer and she got so pissed.
What has to do with your size, too, Jay? They want to feel control over you. Classic example. We're at Duffy's. A drunk approaches us out of nowhere.
Yeah, that guy was obnoxious.
We
I
were
didn't.
cool with
Yeah,
him.
who the fuck
You
was
guys
that
didn't
guy?
know that guy?
No.
I thought he knew you from the gym or something.
No, he just said, "Oh, you're so jacked, this and that."
He was drunk and it's early.
Yeah, we were.
You see, Jay, when you're the sober one and then the drunk asshole comes up to you, how it sheds
Yeah.
a different perspective on things. Right.
Yeah, but Jay was a gentleman with him. He understood.
Except I told him he had a face for radio.
Did you say that? That's fucking great.
He asked me why I wasn't filming him. He said, "You film him, but you won't film me." I said, "You got a face for radio."
Yeah, he just came up out of nowhere. I thought you guys knew him. He
But I
looked like
think
one of
there
your
are
Michigan buddies that you go to the bar with.
Some beta males that want to like that control, want to show off, and they want to see a guy like Jay. Oh, look what I did to him. Oh, this and that.
Yeah, so back to the sponsorship thing. Now that Dale's done competing for the season, what can PJ possibly do PD.
Oh, God.
What can PD possibly do for him?
I want to know what your obsession with PJ is. What is it?
It all started with our friend on Instagram, Haradav Harada V. It all started with Harada V and that video she did of Diana Maybrook. And I just got so...
Did you just call Harida V a she?
Well, I think he wants to come off as a she on Instagram, doesn't he?
I know, man. That's well, we've had those thoughts before too. Because he'll send you like little girl emojis. With
Well,
the
when he
fucking
wanted
hand
to, he pimped my my account got blocked, and I had to do a brand new Instagram. He wanted to pimp me out and get my followers back up, do a shout out on his, but he wanted to verify I was the real deal. So he had me post my face saying she man or some weird transgender term, he she or she man or he she. I forget what word.
Yeah, because we did a video a while ago where Jason, we didn't know if Harida V was a girl. Are you all right? Jesus Christ,
Yeah, I was
Leonard.
about to ask him the same thing. You look a little distant.
You look like you're gonna pass out. What's the matter?
No, I'm fine.
You sure?
Jesus Christ.
I keep thinking about Isabella.
No, Lenny misses Kimbo. You want me to bring out Kimbo?
He'll come out, I'm sure. My buddy.
With Jay here, I don't know if he will.
Did you want her foot down your throat?
I wanted her fecal matter down my throat.
Hey, the litter box is right there. I can make it happen. The litter box is right there.
I'd like to see Isabella squat into that litter box.
I'll scoop that thing out and I'll set up the camera. And
So that Harada V, that video that he did, trashing Diana, something got under my skin with that video, and I went right to war on that cunt.
And you saw that she was sponsored by Blackstone, so that's why you got to.
Well, what really upset me was they fired Jason for his inappropriate comments, which I'm not even here to discuss that. Let's just all agree he needed to be let go.
No, of course.
Okay, so then...
But he'll never be let go. PJ has a soft spot for him. He'll let him come
He's
back.
always going to help him out.
Yeah.
But when I saw that she was doing the same type of behavior, talking about fucking him in the ass for $1 million, I'm like, wait a minute. PJ's not being consistent. He fires one person for being a complete clown and being inappropriate on social media, but he's keeping this whore. You know, he must be being cuckolded by her. So I just wanted to see if he was going to be the fucking moral police of the supplement industry. He just needed to be fucking consistent. Fire Jason, we'll fire the loudmouth fucking Jersey fucking cunt too. She's very, very mature.
Yeah, for a 20-year-old, right?
And knowledgeable, don't forget.
Yeah, very mature and knowledgeable.
Anybody that's got to, talked about themselves like that, you know they're full of shit.
Did she wind up going back to her $6-figure-a-year gig, or is she going back to school?
I don't know. I don't
that was the
follow
big
her.
dilemma,
I don't
what
really
she was going to do.
Quite honestly, don't give a shit.
Yeah.
I mean,
You know, I got a 6-figure career to go back to if I don't decide to go back to school. Yeah, right. You're a fucking whore.
So then, but he didn't. He fired her.
Eventually, I think she was such a distraction that he didn't want to let her go because he certainly took his time doing it. And he didn't let her go for what she did. He let her go because she became a distraction.
And not a good look for the company.
No.
But that whole thing about fucking Jason in the ass, that was just them answering a question on a live stream. They didn't just make that up. That was a question that was asked to them. So that's why they just repeated it.
Well, the
I
Harada
don't think it
V
was really that
video
bad, but-
was taken a little out of context then.
Of course.
I didn't see it live.
Right.
I saw what he posted.
Exactly.
He manipulated my mind. Mm-hmm. I was trolled, and I became a troll.
That's right.
Fake news.
Right.
Fake news.
I guess I got fucking...
You got CNN.
I got.
The Instagram bully. He gets so much of his shit removed now.
Yeah.
It is ridiculous.
What happened to freedom of speech?
Well, Instagram has a thing about bullying. So if PJ cries that I'm bullying him on the internet...
Here we go again.
Just, freedom of speech only applies to the government. It doesn't apply to
Private
industries or your company. You can say whatever you want and the government can't stop you, but your job can stop you or a private company can stop you. People need to make that distinction when they talk about freedom of speech.
Yeah, Facebook definitely deleted a lot of Republican shit during the election.
Of course.
That's not a good sign. It's a big fear of mine.
Yeah, but you're not being forced to be on Facebook. It's your choice.
Right, exactly. If you don't like it, turn it the fuck off. Just like that's why this is great. We can talk and say whatever the fuck we want.
There's no such thing as bullying. There's only bullying if you let it. You do two things. You ignore it. Actually, do three things. You do what I do. You turn it inward and use it, to your
Give
advantage.
you motivation.
Or you do like I did when I was younger. Punch someone as hard as you can right in the nose. I've done that before. See how much that bullying stops.
When the Diana Maybrook shit was going on, I had people sending me, just feeding my frenzy with those pictures of PJ's past.
Yeah, they know how to get to you, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
People were scouring the internet.
Because they know you're not scared to call people out.
Well, I have a personal friend that lives here in South Florida that just personally hates PJ. And then I had the people on the internet like Adam Pollard who hate PJ. He was feeding me shit.
Fuel that fire, man.
Yeah.
Why does your friend hate PJ?
I'm not really sure. But Pollard, the way he really got under PJ's skin was something he said about Celeste a long time ago.
I don't know anything about that.
You know what, though? If any of these people who claim they hate PJ met him in person in 3 minutes, all that hatred would go away. Because I've known PJ for years, and I've been in videos with him and hung out with him and Jason. He is the nicest, coolest guy you'll ever meet in person. So
You shouldn't hate anybody. Hate
Right.
comes from jealousy, Jealousy
No, the
comes from
PJ
fear.
thing got
Especially if
blown.
you've never even met the guy. Spend time with him and
I
then
know
form
Jay
your own
doesn't hate
opinion.
PJ.
Of course not.
No, the whole thing just it snowballed. It got out of control. It all started with this Diana cunt, and then somehow I got
Drunk.
and started Instagramming about PJ.
Yeah, if you guys don't follow Jay Masters on Instagram, it's BedroomBully455. He's the best. But just pay attention.
Adam Pollard really got me going on the PJ thing.
Late at night or early in the morning, because you got to watch it before it gets taken down.
Yeah, most of my videos get taken down while I'm sleeping or passed out, however you want to phrase it.
They're going to ban you from Instagram soon.
Yeah. So Pollard,
He already got taken down, how many times?
well, I've had one account deleted.
Pretty soon they're going to bring charges against you for this in a few years. That's,
think
that's
so?
the way we're going. Things go step by step in a process. Yeah, they start eroding these rights. Pretty soon they're going to start incarcerating people.
Jay, do you know what Lenny said in last week's podcast? And Lenny, let me refresh your memory in case you forgot. You said that pedophilia will become legal within the next, what do you say, 10 to 15 years?
10 years.
Maybe
10 years?
more, yes.
More or less?
Maybe less, the way things are going.
Well, I know why he's thinking that, because the pro-pedophilia people are going to go at us the same way they went with gay marriage. If you don't accept it, you're a bigot. And people are going to not want to be called a bigot. Because gay people claim they're born that way. It wasn't a decision.
Because they are.
Pedophilia's people are going to say the same thing. I didn't choose this. I was born this way.
Brett, how are you born that way?
So don't be a bigot.
Is this something psychological or
See,
something
our
physical?
culture is so afraid of being labeled
not
a
a
bigot
doctor, but you're
that
born-
we're willing to have a
you're born
lot of
a bigot.
rights taken away just so people don't call us a bigot.
That's what
Yeah,
we're
but,
seeing to be accused of in
pedophilia, though,
society.
come on. That's just so fucking
It's
ridiculous.
going to happen. The way thing, like you said, with the gay
Okay, Leonard.
marriage. There's that group called NAMBLA. And there's a few other ones. They believe that a pedophilic relationship is mutually beneficial. They claim that.
You know, in the early days of this country, when people lived on farms, didn't girls marry at 14?
Yes. And they marry in 12 in Mexico as we speak. That's a legal age. And those marriages, surprisingly, are still together. You look at
Now, most
Oh, my God.
older people that have been married 50, 60 years. A lot of them say they've been married before they were 18.
And how much you want to bet it's not women who are making those laws, but men?
that's true.
But there is something about women pedophilia. It's rising. The numbers are rising. I saw that on the internet.
Young boys wish for it. Like, what 10-year-old boy doesn't want to be molested by their 16-year-old babysitter?
Depends what she looks like.
Well,
Jay, you make a good point.
yeah,
You see them titties? Mom and dad are going out for drinks and dinner. You got something sitting on your couch with titties. You want to bury your face in those and motorboat.
Yeah, I took a shower with a teacher of mine when I was 9 years old. Because my mother would pick me up at school when she had to work late. So Mrs. won't say her name. Her son was my age. We were playing outside. This is up in Oakmont, Pennsylvania. And it was raining, muddy, and we got our clothes dirty. And she says, come on and take a shower. So her son went in his bedroom, took a shower. She took me into her bedroom. Said, you can use mine. And she opened up the curtain. She comes walking. I remember looking face. It was this big hairy bush. She was Italian. And I'm like, wow. That's all I was looking at. At eye level was a big hairy bush. And I never forgot it. And we just took a shower like it was nothing. She drove me off. Dried me off and went in her son's room and got a pair of clothes of his. I remember they were all the way, because it was shorter than me, they were all the way up to my knees almost.
How was her body, aside from her hairy bush?
It's nice. Very
Did
nice.
you pee on her feet?
No, I just fixated at that bush.
9 years
You
old.
couldn't
get
even see
you
was
get an
in it all.
erection, right?
Pretty
I
turned
think
on.
I got a boner at 9.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Staring right at her. Why'd she do
I don't
this
think you
day?
can ejaculate that young, but you definitely can beat off.
Yeah. Nothing comes out.
And as I got older, of course, I moved to
Dust.
Florida. I went looking for something fierce. I said, I want to remember that. I really, if I had enough courage, I wanted to take it further. But that was like 7 years later, 8 years later. And by that point, I'd moved to picked up and went to Florida with my grandma. So my mother came
And you
down
saw
to
your
the-
first tranny when you got to Florida?
I saw my first tranny in this Liberty Avenue downtown Pittsburgh when I was living with my grandmother when I was 17. Used to go down there at night, take a bus. And I remember the finest hookers, they were mostly all black. You know, back then they had the big hair and the leather boots. And one of these guys, you know, pimp or whatever on the side of the road, he says, those aren't women. And I couldn't believe it. I said, what do you mean by that? He goes, oh, they have dicks. It's like, get out of here. Couldn't believe it. But that was a good scene. It's still up there to this day.
So you had your pick?
Well, I didn't do anything until I came to Florida. When I did came to Florida.
Oh, you masturbated that night, don't lie.
Oh, I did, yeah. But back then I was masturbating to my muscle magazines. Like Carla Dunlap, Linda Maury, Corey Everson.
I think I've jacked off to Corey Everson before.
What about Linda Murray? She's a Michigan native.
No black people have I ever masturbated to.
I'm not surprised.
Well, Jay,
I don't even think I've ever masturbated about an Asian.
You've never done a black chick?
I did a black prostitute when I was in college just because I wanted to put one on the books.
How was it?
I shouldn't say
Why?
because you liked it.
because it might be considered racist.
It's nothing racist.
We all
Jay.
know you're a bigot. It's
Come clean. No, he's not a bigot. He's just doing what everybody does, talking about it. If you don't hate anybody, you're not a bigot. If you don't want to exterminate people, you're not a bigot.
What?
You can say whatever you want about anybody. You know, give them a chance, help them out, show them the right way, but you hate their ideas and their thoughts. You don't hate the person. I could never do that to anybody.
interesting.
And a lot of them, if you're going to have a kid, make sure you have enough to take care of it. You know, instead of throwing it on the backs of the taxpayers, which a lot of them are doing indirectly.
Have you banged an Asian, Brad?
An Asian? Yeah, half Asian.
Lenny, how do you feel about Filipino trannies? Because their men look like women.
Not into them. Not enough ass. Oh, yeah, I'd yet to see it. I've seen some mixed breed trannies, but they have the ass.
Mixed breed? That's not politically correct.
Well,
It's not.
by whose
You can't
standards?
say mixed breed?
Not in reference to a human, maybe a dog.
I believe they'd like to be called biracial.
Well, you know what?
okay,
Who made the standards? Like somebody asked me, what are you doing for Halloween? I said, did I invent the holiday? Absolutely nothing. It means nothing to me. I invented Christina Broccolini Day, although that's her birthday. I'll take credit for that.
day
I'll
is that? What
celebrate
day is that?
That's March 9th. Coming up next year.
Oh, my God.
My favorite day of the year. I've been celebrating the past 3 years.
Speaking of the the Halloween party is at Jane's tonight. And guess who's not there?
No.
None of us.
As far as I know, there isn't anything. She called it all off.
Because we
Yeah.
told her we weren't going.
No, because
I still haven't watched that full video. I want to see me interacting with that black girl.
How haven't you watched that yet?
she's actually a black Asian, a Haitian
yeah,
Asian.
she's Haitian.
I need to see that.
To everyone who's been asking about a Halloween party this year, Jane was going to have a very small get-together. No Harvey, none of these other
How
characters.
could you not invite Harvey? He was the life
know.
of the party.
Well, maybe he got
That
smart.
laugh kills me.
Well, you ripped him a new one, Jay.
No, I just called his mustache a cock broom.
So you remember that, but you don't remember talking to the Haitian chick?
No, I must have blacked out.
Miss Cleo?
She looked like Aunt Jemima.
Yeah.
Making the moves on her too, Jay.
I need to see this.
You do.
Come to my bedroom. I'll bring it up.
No, thank you.
Don't take that.
No homo, bro.
Is that a Freudian slip?
Definitely not.
Is,
That's
is, Ja-
computer is.
is Jason at work?
He said he went to work at like 3:45. Why you want him to come over?
That's a Freudian slip. Jason work.
Let's get him on speakerphone. Let's see.
Yeah.
You know, my next door neighbor says he's been calling Publix every Sunday asking for Jason.
Oh my God.
Prank calls Publix.
That
And he's
kid-
an
that-
accountant.
That
big,
guy across the street.
yeah, the big heavy set
Yeah.
is. He does that every Sunday for the past 5 years.
What a jackass.
I'm like, don't you have anything better to do?
Hey, Pollard just got off work.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, it's 5:30.
Hold on.
Have him call you when he's ready.
I
want to see if
Jason picks up. It's ringing. He usually turns his phone off when he's at work. Let's see if he.
No, he doesn't. He posts fucking videos from work doing shout outs in his uniform.
He's an idiot. What if his manager
Little
saw that?
fucking time-stealing weasel.
Worse yet, his job coach.
Huh?
His job coach. Good Lord. A fat.
What, does Publix have someone that deals with the retards?
That. He had a job coach. That's right.
That works with retards?
Some fat bitch was talking to him like he was the scum of the earth. It was embarrassing.
That's right.
And I told him, I said, tell her to get the fuck away from you.
No shit.
I told him to man up. You don't need that shit.
Was she employed by Publix? Who was she?
It may have been partially that, or he had his own. It's hard to say. Probably, because Publix is a big company, and they have to have all these rights. But it was an embarrassment. She's sitting there eating chips on the bench, pointing to him and screaming at him. Oh, it was horrible. I felt bad. And I'm thinking, you never walked a day in your life, you pig. And you're telling a man how to work? And I said, Jason, you're going to let her tell you what to do?
I don't think Publix can fire him.
No.
Well, they have him work like one day a month.
Disabilities Act. That's why they can't get rid of the rehabs in Delray either. Discrimination against the Americans with Disabilities Act.
Alcoholism is a disability.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
It's not a disease and it's not a fucking disability.
I agree with you on that.
I don't think it's a disease, but it is covered by the Americans with Disabilities.
Yeah, I know it is, right, but it's bullshit.
It's covered by the ADA.
Disease is fucking cancer.
Right.
Something you can't help. You can help alcohol.
You know, homosexuality was considered a mental illness until 1969.
It still is.
No shit.
Well, you can say that about all this transgenderism
I
bullshit.
agree.
Too.
It's perversion. I agree.
It's no different than anorexia. What do they do with people who are anorexic or bulimic? They throw them in fucking mental institutions, right? To cure them.
Rightfully so.
Or maybe cure isn't the right word. To treat them.
Sanitariums.
Who's to say transgenderism isn't an equal
It's
kind
a
of mental
perversion.
illness?
But you know what?
It's sexual deviance.
That's how I get off. That's
two,
how people get off.
We're looking at two
Married couples,
sexual
why do they
deviants.
do it?
Yeah,
right
Because
across
it's
from you.
taboo. They get off on that. Some guys getting off on sucking each other off in a bathroom at a public park, Lake Ida Park. That's a fact. When police do stings, they find guys from all over the country, and when they interview them, they say they heard on the internet this fucking park is a good place to have gay sex at. Barwick Park and the
Lake Ida Park is notorious.
both of them, yes. Shopping malls.
Yeah, a guy I work with
men's
went
room.
there to use the bathroom in his mail truck. Went over there to use the bathroom. He walked in. There was two guys sucking each other off.
Absolutely.
Right on this. Right. One guy was sitting on the sink, and the other guy was nailed down blowing him.
Jay wants the address. Look at him.
Wow.
Yeah.
Do I like
They were probably congressmen.
picking up trannies? No. First time I did, I wanted to kill myself.
Really?
But I felt compelled to do it. I had a car. I removed the enabling. But in a way, I'm starting to admire them because, number one, they're not cookie cutters. Number two, if you want to be a fag, at least make yourself hot, appealing to a straight male. And some of them, I give them credit. They look better than women. So I'm going to have to reclassify things.
They look better than a lot of Democrat women.
The hottest women, I'll say this right now, the hottest women you see in public, chances are they're transgender because they spend 24/7 making themselves look as hot and feminine as possibly can. Through the hormones, through the surgery, which the hormones, can make the vocal cords very smooth and sweet.
We only have 3 microphones when we do these podcasts, but there are 4 of us. So for those, obviously, who can't see this, Brad and I are sharing a mic, and Brad's holding the mic. And every time I look like I'm about to say something or I want to say something, Brad holds the mic in front of my mouth, and I'm just at a loss for words.
You're always eager for things in your mouth.
Especially big and black.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Fuck you both. So,
I used to call in and I used to encourage others to do it. Get out of your system. Go get a whore on the street. Do the filthiest, dirtiest, perverted thing you can do to make it to the point you're so disgusted with yourself that you repent and you don't do it again for a few more months.
How much urine
more
have you
months.
drank, Lenny? You drank
Total in my life? Half gallon.
You actually swallow it when they piss in your face?
A couple of them, yeah. I felt compelled. And of course, girl urine instead of I mean, how do I put that?
Instead of a tranny.
Vaginal urine versus penile urine, both from women.
Oh, you haven't? The trannies haven't pissed on you?
Yes, they have.
He said penile urine from a
A
woman.
woman's penis.
Don't they call it a clit?
No, he's.
What's a tranny call their butthole? Is that man pussy?
Some call them pussy. You know what I like to tell a girl? I like to tell her, I'm going to eat your shithole. Tell them that.
Real Casanova here.
Real classy
Yeah.
you are.
That definitely gets you a second date, right, Lenny?
It's worked.
What's the largest object you've ever had in your ass?
A fist.
You've gotten a fist in your ass, but not a dick. How in the fuck?
Is that a Freudian slip, Brad?
No, you told
You're
us
trying
earlier.
to say that it's proper to get a dick in your ass versus a fist?
I think I'd rather have a dick in my ass than a fist.
You said that the.
If there was a gun to my head and said, you're taking this cock in your ass or my fist, I'll take the cock, please.
You had a whole
the
fist
girl
in
was
your ass.
obviously a malnourished crack whore.
So her hands were small.
She was very tiny. She was not even 5 feet tall. She was like a midget.
How did she get her fist in your ass?
Probably
Like this.
because I didn't have the mental stigma of getting some type of disease or something.
Did she lube you up or just use a little spit?
No, she just slammed it.
Oh, my God. That could rip
And
it.
what did you do? Did it make you shit?
No, I had a hard on.
Did it bump your prostate?
Yeah. And she gave me the reach around the underbelly.
So she was kind of giving you a rusty trombone, but she was fisting you.
This is fucking disgusting.
Yeah, and a sad thing that turns out, the legitimate woman, that Serena Williams lookalike Jamaican girl, opened my door. This is another house I lived around the corner. Saw what was going on. Took every fucking egg I had in the refrigerator and didn't say a word, just started throwing eggs at me. And they felt like rocks
And
because
what
they
were
were
you?
almost
What were
half
you doing?
frozen.
What were you doing while she was throwing eggs at you?
I was
Getting
just-
his asshole fisted.
Right.
Oh, you.
And then like a week later or whatever, I called her. I said, what the hell was that all about? Because there's eggs all over. And they fucking bruised me, cut me. I mean, because the refrigerator was like half broken, so it was like partially freezing everything in the refrigerator part. And it hurt. She was firing
Like
them
you need
things.
updates for what?
And she said, how could you be with something like that, some filthy thing off the street? She goes, you know I'm an RN. She goes, you're going to pass that disease along to me? So I'm not passing anything.
You could have got hepatitis.
Could have, but I didn't.
You're like immune to everything.
That's the key. As well as
You've
I
been
try
exposed
to
to everything.
Oh, you
That's
know
right.
he's near
Fucking
MRSA
immune.
every day at that hospital.
Yeah.
Absolutely. That's the key. The old Nietzsche philosophy, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger, goes for everything in life. The more somebody abuses you, degrades you, tough times you went through, hardships, like I said, you don't die, you're going to become a better person from you're going to
Fuck
learn.
that. I'd rather be a little rich boy like PJ.
Like you. You bullshit.
Or maybe, like Dale, who struck it rich with his job. And obviously, okay, here's how I prove that
He's really getting rich off that sponsorship, too. Let's not get
Well,
ourselves.
here's the test to see if that's a sponsorship out of sympathy is go get sponsored from somebody else, Dale. Let's see. I'll give you 3 months. And any supplement company, if you want to sponsor Dale, well, you heard it here first. If you do give him a sponsorship as well. That he didn't sign any contract saying you're exclusive. Go ahead and bust Blackstone's balls. Sign their boy. You could legally do it. He's not binded to you. I know that for a fact. So let's see what you can come up with in 3 months. And then it'll prove that it's correct. It's just common sense. PJ's that type of guy.
Dale could be the
Jason.
next greatest thing for BSN.
You like BSN products?
I did when NO Explode first came out.
Yeah.
That was the shit.
Yeah, well, hey. Listen, the one thing about Dale, though, is I will give him credit. He's done everything he said he's going to do.
So just what? He didn't
Yeah, but
beat me.
he set the bar so low when his goal was to beat Lenny
True.
and Jason.
Yeah, beating Lenny and Jason
And he's
is
still
really
saying
an
it. He's
accomplishment.
still
But he
saying
did
it.
get in the best shape he could get into.
He lost 80 pounds.
I lost 140 pounds. You saw it. 2004. I went from 450 to 290.
I don't think any of us, including all the misfit maniacs who follow our shit, expected Dale to look that good.
You're
the
not
routine.
good.
Come on. He looked.
You know what Andrew Calora said?
What?
He called me. I said, what do you think about Dale? He said, he looks soft and small. He said, Andrew Calora said he'd spank you off that stage. We're going to put the footage up of Andrew's first show. He didn't know what he was doing. He wasn't in shape. Compare the backs, Dale. Compare the backs. Even Jay was impressed with Calora's back musculature.
Yeah, he's fucking big. That
23, Dale.
Yeah.
So get off your high horse.
All they have to do is Google image search Andrew Calora at the bodybuilding show. I don't know which one it is.
That was
But
Mr.
I think
Florida.
he's striking a.
Most muscular.
Yeah.
No, actually, that's the southern states. He actually came in fourth, and the winner of that overall was Jason Hu. You know Jason Hu, the Korean bodybuilder. I think he's sort of semi-retired, but he was a freak.
Yeah.
But Andrew was, if he fine-tuned, he could have won that show. Hopefully he can come back.
I don't know what Andrew Calora has anything to do with Dale, but whatever.
Andrew Calora.
They
should
both
be
live in
back
North
the
Carolina.
Isn't Calora in South Carolina?
Yeah, he's in Greenville.
Yeah. The only thing is Dale gets, he gets a little too offended, too easy. He answers too many of the trolls fucking with him. He falls into that. He falls into that trap, and then he lets his wife answer, get upset and respond to comments. You just got to ignore that shit, man.
Dale, do you want to be a mass monster or you want to be a buffoon? Your goal is not to stay lean, do this. Your goal is, you should say, is to weigh 300 pounds in shape. That's how you become a champion. That's how you stand out. That's my goal. I don't worry about the gut. I just need to make everything else bigger. If I weigh 400 pounds, my gut's 60 inches.
If he got up to like 240 at his height,
230.
230, you think? That's where he should be at.
He could be at 240.
Yeah.
There's no reason he couldn't.
No, he said he's not going to go above 230.
Well, that's his limiting factor. He's limiting his mind. That's like, I'll never bench over 400 again. That's a really good way to program yourself.
If he could put on 6-8 pounds of real quality lean muscle in the next year and come in 212 shredded cheese, he'll be doing a lot better than this year.
That's what he did. He was 212.
Right. But
add another 10 pounds of solid lean muscle and he'll blow everybody off the fucking stage.
Yeah.
But
you can only, once you're at Dale's level, you're only going to gain about 3 or 4 pounds a year.
But Dale doesn't have the muscle maturity. Yeah. He doesn't have it.
He's 35 years old, Lenny.
Doesn't have the muscle maturity. Andrew Calora had more at 23 than Dale did.
I don't know if there's even such a thing as muscle maturity.
Yeah, I don't know about all that shit. You guys are the experts on that anyway.
No, if Dale gains 3 pounds a year of real muscle over the next 2 years, that's 6 pounds. At 212, he'll be shredded Zilla.
Your hair is fucking stupid.
I know.
You
I look
really gotta
ridiculous.
Get rid of that shit.
Just shave your head again like you used to do.
I like that. I like the way it feels on the pillow when you have it.
Just shave it all with a 2. All the way around. That's it. Don't go too short because then you get all them fucking disgusting pimple razor bumps all over your head.
Get the Lenny look.
I want the Jay Cutler haircut.
Oh, yeah.
Cookie
Speaking
cutter.
of another cookie cutter, what's he been up to these days?
Shrinking.
Yeah.
I don't follow any of this shit.
I chronologically age and I get bigger and better, freakier, which is how it's going to be. I'm going to be bigger and freakier when I'm at 70 than I am now. I'm going to get smarter, more knowledgeable, more healthy, better eyesight because I want to, and I go about learning ways to do it. Like the infrared beds at Planet Fitness, I'm going to start implementing that. I'm going to start eating 1 pound of grilled salmon every single day. Grilled per day.
Why not poached? Healthier.
I like salmon blackened. That pan is perfect for blackened salmon. You see that fucking
Yeah, it's
pan?
a bacteria farm.
Well, the best thing for your body, Dr. Nicholas Perricone, he's a dermatologist. He's also trains with weights. He has his patients eat 2 servings of salmon a day.
Yeah, oily fish, fatty fish is the healthiest thing you can eat.
Is there a lot of mercury in that, though?
No, Great Lakes' fish are loaded with mercury, not ocean.
But your body should be able to neutralize that mercury if you have the immune system.
Lenny, will you please explain to everyone listening what you told me when we were at Duffy's, what you do with your used pots after you cook with them? What you
Well,
don't clean them. What do you do
In
with
life, I like to find the most efficient way that's going to free up time for me to grow and to learn. That's my goal in life, and to make myself a more efficient human being.
So you don't have
So
time to
you don't
clean.
want to waste time with the cookie cutter activities as much as
Of cleaning a fucking pan.
Yeah, not getting food poisoning.
Jesus Christ.
haven't had it yet. Been doing it for 5 years. What you do is you have a fry pan where I cook my meats in, just for the meats. Period. I don't put chicken in there. I don't put my eggs in there. In fact, I don't even eat chicken unless it's cooked and pushed in my face because it's a waste of time.
Why?
Meat, because it's a waste of time. If I'm going to buy
Eating
something and
chi-
cook
eating
it,
chicken-
if I'm going to buy something and cook it, it's going to be a steak or a grilled salmon, which is going to start implementing tomorrow, or poached salmon, like Jay said. I'll take any suggestions. Even smoked salmon, I'll even eat that. But don't waste your time eating chicken when you can eat a steak. A steak has everything in it and then some. More than
Yeah,
what
but you
need.
got to eliminate red meat going into a show.
No, you don't. I never did. I eat more.
Well, you got fifth.
I was big and hard. Never eliminate red meat.
Dale cut out the red meat and he got third.
It shows, soft and small.
So what do you do with the pots? You got distracted.
You simply wait till the pan cools down after you turn the heat off. Stick it in the freezer. That way, you don't have to waste your time cleaning it. I'll clean it, say, once a year.
Once a fucking year?
It's about as
Leonard?
much as I mop my place. Once a year.
All that grease buildup is a year's
Once a
worth
year.
of fucking grease.
Once a year, just like I mop the place once a year,
You mop the place once a year.
pretty much.
I thought you're done with that. You said you were going to clean it up this week.
I am. I'm going to unveil the cleaning in a week or two.
A week or two.
Yeah.
And then
Why don't you throw away all those bodybuilding magazines?
Because there's some good information in some of them.
he still likes to jack off to them.
Now, you said you like to find a more efficient way to do everything to
Right.
free up your time. Have you found an efficient way to ejaculate?
Yes, I don't do it that often.
What?
When I take Phenibut, which is 3 or 4 days a week, it's almost impossible to ejaculate.
Really? Why?
It just does something to the... It just does it. It just does something to your brain, part of your brain.
It kills your sex drive?
No, it increases it, but you can't ejaculate. It's very difficult. It's hard to ejaculate on G. My theory is because the prolactin levels get so high when you're on it. Of course, I take a pramipexole, which is...
Why would you want your prolactin levels high?
Don't want it, but it does increase your GH, and it makes your receptors open. Another thing we're talking about, and you educated me on the steroid hormone binding globulin, injectable insulin decreases that very much so, which I found out recently is another reason to do insulin. Of course, you have to do it the right way, or you're going to end up like, what's his face over here?
Dallas McCarver.
Right.
You think he died from the insulin?
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
He fell asleep at the dinner table with food in his mouth.
Or he tried to
He
shove
fell
it,
asleep
yeah.
at the dinner table with food in his mouth.
Yeah.
Yeah, a grown man's not
Just
choking
like
on
that
food.
black guy at the gym.
Yeah, what the hell was his name? I forget his name.
He did some gay porn.
They found him in his tub, right? In his
Well,
bathroom.
he did it twice. His roommate found it a month before. You know. It's like you want to diet and go on insulin. You can't do that.
No, you got to slam orange juice down their neck while they're
Yeah.
passed out.
Or what they do at the paramedics, they take the honey bear enema. You ever see the honey that's in a bear? They shove it right up your ass. Squeeze the whole bottle in your ass.
The paramedics do that.
Yes, they do. That's what they
Get
do to
the
get people out of their
fuck
blood
outta
sugar.
here.
They have that on the truck. That's a fact.
Are you serious?
That gets your blood sugar better.
Somebody
rectal.
confirm that, please. I'm not any of you firefighter paramedics out there. I want to know if that's true that you carry.
Matter of fact,
honey
we're
around
going to
to-
hopefully have a female do it to me on film. You can shove a whole bottle up my ass.
Oh my God!
You got people putting alcohol.
Imagine
in
trying to
tampons.
wipe your ass with your butthole hairs all sticky from honey.
You got afraid the ants, if I sit down in that chair, I get bitten by fire ants. That'd be a good way to torture somebody.
So when you take your insulin, what exactly happens? And when
What
do you,
happens is
when do you take
it depends if you got the fast-acting Humalog, which you need a prescription for, or the medium-acting Humulin R, or Novolin R, whatever company, which you can get without a prescription because, thank God, when your blood sugar is high, you don't need to be quibbling at the pharmacy about getting a prescription when you could die. So that's why it's legal.
Okay.
And I
Well,
don't
that and millions of diabetics don't have health insurance.
Right.
Yeah. But I don't really think you need it unless you're doing HGH. When you're doing HGH, that has a tendency to occupy the receptor that insulin goes onto. So what happens is a lot of guys were shooting a lot of HGH in the 90s, and they were actually not gaining weight and getting smaller because the insulin is the most anabolic hormone in the body. That's what drives the nutrients into the muscle cells at an accelerated rate. That's why diabetics who are insulin resistant, they end up getting fat and losing every ounce of muscle. They start losing bone density. Now, when you're doing HGH, when you have to use insulin, not at the same time, but like half an hour in between, to be able to absorb those nutrients. Because if the GH receptor's covering everything, the insulin pushes some of it out of it, and it gets you a double dose. Matter of fact, we're designed physiologically. GH uptakes half amino acids, a certain amount, and then the insulin has an uptake of the other half. That's the added 20, 30 pounds bodybuilders started in the 90s versus the ones in the 80s. They had a better selection and cheaper variety of anabolic steroids. When people say there's new steroids, no, there's not. There is not. You had Phenojet, Tren in the 80s. You had your Test, your Deca, your Anadrol, your Dianabol. What's better? Nothing, really. These guys had it dirt cheap. A good Dianabol, sometimes they had it in jars in gyms for free. What's the difference? Insulin and GH and IGF-1.
That's the stack.
And I'm hearing the stack in addition to that from enhanced athletes to get the EPO, the things the endurance athletes hate. And I'm saying that's highly dangerous.
Is that what Lance Armstrong did?
Correct. That increases your red blood cell count much more than your anadrols will. Now, when you got that machinery
That could lead to
going,
firmer erections.
it can also lead to stroke. But when you're eating every 3 hours a certain amount of nutrients and you're sleeping, that's what causes your muscles to grow. That raw material, which is the food, the protein, the carbs filling your glycogen, the fats for immune function and for hormone production, and makes your receptors more sensitive. Certain types of fats.
Paying attention, children?
So it's that simple. But the EPO is something I'm going to add once I get a hold of it, and that's the key. It said you have to do high intensity. You have to train like Dorian. And he was doing that. He was one of the first ones to use the EPO. That's the secret, in addition to all the other things, because you can only high intensity because you're so pumped up, you got to get the hell out of the gym.
I'm not doing EPO with high blood pressure. You don't want your blood thicker. You want it thinner.
I don't know. I kind of think most blood pressure readings are for cookie cutters. If you're an athlete, I don't care what my blood pressure is. I never looked. That's for cookie cutters. I could care less. Now, a way you can reduce is by eating garlic cloves, which I do on a daily basis.
It also keeps away vampires.
Yeah. They burn, but that works.
How does it feel coming out of your asshole?
Sometimes it burns.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, when I eat too much garlic, I get bubble guts, man.
I love garlicky food.
Yeah, me too, but it's fucking...
Garlic
it'll destroy
Parmesan
your
chicken
stomach.
wings.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Garlic is a medicine.
Garlic parm sauce on a wing.
Yeah.
You guys ready for a special guest to call in?
Yes.
Or I'm going to call this person.
Is it please, God, make it Christina, please.
Yes, Lenny, it's Christina.
Oh, my God. Don't say that.
See,
I wonder if there's a restraining order on Lenny to not be allowed to enter Quebec.
She's a goddess, believe me.
is she in Quebec or Montreal?
She
Quebec
may be in
is
New
like
York,
the
or
province.
she may be in Italy, too.
Hold on, guys.
Montreal is a city in Quebec. There's also Quebec City.
You don't know where she is?
Well, it's Big J Masters here.
I don't know if this mic is strong enough to pick this up. Talk a little louder.
Turn that up. Can you turn it up?
Let's turn up as much as I
Oh,
can.
I checking in from the shower at the truck stop. I got my cock inside of a glory hole.
Where's the speaker on this phone?
I can feel the guy's beard tickling my taint on the other end. It's gonna make me come.
Who is this?
What's going on, fellas?
Identify yourself, please. Is this Clarence?
No, it's not. It's Adam Pollard.
Oh. You're the one that intimidates P.J. Braun, from what I hear.
Well, no, the PJ thing is, I guess I triggered talking about, I don't know if it's about his wife, maybe a comment that I said. Yeah, he kind of went off the deep end, offered me $10,000 to fight him, and then I took his offer and he disappeared.
Jeez, I wish he'd offer me $10,000.
Yeah, right.
I'd probably blow him at this point.
Dale's already doing that.
The cat's out of the bag.
Oh boy.
Where's with you guys?
What's that?
Is Jason with you guys?
No, not tonight. He's working.
If I could correct Jay real quick, Dale's blowing him just for free product, not $10,000.
They love ripping into Dale.
Well, hey, I just wanted to let you guys know, man, I appreciate what you guys are doing. I love the podcast idea.
Well, maybe Pollard Nutrition can offer him a sponsorship next.
It's possible. I'm actually going into a new venture, though. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of Kratom.
Yes.
Yeah. Lenny fucking loves Kratom.
I don't know if that's what triggered something, but Enhanced Athlete says it's awesome for when you diet.
Well, hey,
Could you go into detail about it for the viewers?
It tastes like shit, I know that.
How is it derived? Is it synthetic or is it a natural substance? Or what is it? Plant
so Kratom is natural. It's from Southeast Asia, and what it does, it kind of mimics the same response, like the receptors that get affected when you take an opiate, like a
No
Percocet or something
kidding.
like that. Same principle. It's actually from the same family as the coffee plant. 100% natural, and it's awesome. I mean, that's
But
why
does
I
it
started
have
to
the
sell.
negative connotations of opioids do on muscle growth?
I didn't hear you. I'm sorry.
Does it have the negative connotations that opioids do on muscle growth as far as reducing the inflammatory process, which kickstarts the muscle repair process that I've heard all painkillers do?
I've done a lot of research on it, and I haven't ever heard anything like that. So, I mean, it could. But
Is it possible we get some samples sent to Andrew?
Hey, I'll tell you what. I was actually going to do that anyway.
Oh, thanks.
I've got in your previous videos, you said that you like taking what was it, something else?
Phenibut.
Phenibut.
Yeah. So the guy that I get this from actually sells that also, but I don't know anything about that, so I'm with Kratom. But I'm going to send you guys some samples of it. I got a couple of kilos that are coming from Indonesia. And it's supposed to be some potent shit, and it's not going to be legal for too much longer. The FDA is trying to wrap their hands around it.
Already down here, I think they got rid of it.
Wow.
Yeah, it's illegal in I think 12 states, but luckily where I'm at, it's still legal. So.
It's popular with the rehabbers.
It is, yeah. It's actually helped a lot of people get off of heroin and stuff like that. So.
Huh. Thanks a lot. I appreciate that.
Not that you need to get on. I don't know if you're on heroin or whatever.
No. GHB when I can get it. Rarely. MDMA. Phenibut. That's pretty much what I'll do.
Is that ecstasy?
Molly, yeah. MDMA, Molly, whatever.
Great. I took that with Kratom one night. Probably the best feeling I ever had.
That was the night of the Ruby.
Probably the best. It didn't really kick in until I took the Kratom. It's like
he
the
took two
Kratom
Mollies before the
kickstarted it.
show.
But the Kratom, when I took the
That was the
Kratom,
stuff you took after the show.
right? They had them in liquids. The guy had a fucking whole
Yeah.
table of it.
And then after the show, when he drank that Kratom, it activated the Molly even more.
Best
He went,
feeling I ever had. Clean, loving.
The whole car ride from your
Oh.
house to El Baccio, all you were telling me was this is the best you've ever felt.
In my life.
Did Lenny
Yes.
drink alcohol that night?
No,
Oh yeah.
didn't need to.
Was that Robert Frank a lush?
So many different strands of this. Depending on the strand that you take, it has different effects. If you go with like the white veins,
Yeah.
giving you more energy. The red veins more sedative, and then the green is kind of the middle of the road. I personally like the energy, so I get the white vein for myself.
That's what you're going to send us, right?
I'll send you all three.
Oh, thanks a lot. I appreciate that.
Everything.
I'd like to see Lenny sedated and fucked in the ass by a tranny.
You don't have to sedate him to make that
Right, exactly. That might happen once he takes this shit.
Yeah.
We'll make sure and film it.
All right, Adam, anything else on your mind?
Not really. Just wanted to jump in here and imitate Big Gay Masters real quick.
Your imitations are spot on, man.
Take us out with one of your Jason impressions driving. Those are the best.
I'm gonna be going to work now.
Oh my! Wait a minute. You got Jason there.
No, he lives in Oklahoma. This guy.
That is phenomenal. God.
He's good.
You could spoof Jason and make all kind of videos and make people think it's him.
You know, my favorite is when you do Buffalo Bill.
That's for another time, but I'm going to jump off here and let you guys continue your podcast. I appreciate you letting me on.
All right, Adam. Anytime, man.
Anytime, Mr. Pollard. Be good.
All right, guys.
All right,
Take care.
catch up to you later.
He sent me a private message one time, speaking like Buffalo Bill
That guy is the ultimate troll.
from Silence of the Lambs.
Uh-huh.
But he said he talked in that voice, but he said, "Would you fuck Jay Masters?" I'd fuck Jay Masters.
That's great. Did you say you didn't save it?
It's somewhere in my phone.
Yeah.
I couldn't forward it. Sometimes on IG, if I get private messages, there's no share. I don't know how to forward those.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how to do that either.
I'm not very tech savvy.
You want to answer some do a Instagram post, answer some questions. She's fucking dopes.
Sit tight.
Kratom, you like that shit, huh? I
took
can't
it one
stomach
time. I
it.
didn't
It's
like it.
disgusting. It tastes
I don't know
like
if-
shit. I don't like the way it tastes.
You got to get some more of the other stuff. I don't know what the hell.
I call me old fashioned, but there's nothing better than a nice cold beer and a doobie.
Yeah, I agree.
Some good green chronic and an ice motherfucking cold beer. Like elbow deep in that cooler. Grab one from the fucking bottom. Your hand gets frozen. That's a cold beer.
What's your favorite brand of beer?
I like malt liquors that are marketed towards African American people.
You really do. I know you do. You like Old English?
Yeah, I don't mind it because I like beers that are strong, 8%.
Yeah.
You know, something like Bud Light that's 4%.
You gotta drink 100 of them. I know.
I don't have all night to drink 20 fucking beers.
Right.
I want to get like two.
3 tall boys.
Yeah. Well, I mostly drink 25 ounces. I'll get 25 ounces, 100 ounce.
Yeah.
And I'm fucking toast if I drink.
I was telling you about that Belgian one, the Belgian white, the Delirium Tremens is great.
It's too expensive.
It is, yeah. For a pint, it's like $11.
You get 100 ounces of Steel Reserve in you, you black out. At least I do.
Oh yeah, it's exciting.
I leave Linda all sorts of fucked up messages. You filthy whore! I know you're cheating on me.
Why did she kick you out the other night? Go ahead, talk about it. Who gives a fuck?
Because I came unglued on her because she made fun of me because I was happy I gained 4 pounds because I had been dehydrated. Because I had been drinking a lot while I was on the road. So after I'd been home for a couple of days, I'm like, oh shit, I gained 4 pounds. I always gain a little weight when I take a break from drinking because I'm malnourished and I get the fluids in me and the nutrition in me. Because when you're drinking, running like a fucking 21-year-old, you're not nourished. You know, there's days where I'd only eat twice a day, and I'm not drinking water.
But you drink how many calories at night?
Right, 100 ounces of fucking malt liquor. So you can be overweight.
Now, do you do that to go to sleep in that truck?
Boredom. I get to the
just
truck
a-
stop and I can't drive for 10 hours.
How are the beds in there?
It's like staying in a dormitory, like a
Yeah.
bunk.
And how big is it? Like queen size?
No. What's bigger than a single? A twin?
Twin.
Jesus, man.
It's not a single.
You're able to fit in that?
Yeah, kind of. I got to sleep on my side anyway because of my CPAP.
Where do you sleep in your truck?
Yeah, in the sleeper cab. I do everything in there. Masturbate.
Where do you leave the loads?
I have paper towel. I don't.
On the floor for the next guy that gets that truck?
Is there a thing about still truck stop hookers around?
From what I understand, most cities, the sheriff's department has run the hookers out of the fucking truck stops.
Jeez.
Yeah, like don't they have bigger crimes to solve? So what the lot lizards are doing now is they will get on the CB on Channel 19. They will see if anyone's looking for a date. Then they swoop in their car. You jump in their car. They take you to another location. So
Remind me to get a CB radio, channel 19.
Yeah, because if they pick you up and take you, they can't get arrested. You know, because if they see a hooker hopping in and out of trucks, they're going to arrest her.
On what?
Need
What
some
grounds? What grounds?
There, I just farted. It's gonna stink real fucking bad. You might want to open this window.
Jesus Christ.
Oh yeah.
Those windows are screwed shut, unfortunately.
No, I just opened this.
You did?
Yeah.
Brad, has your lady friend said anything about the taste of your load since you started Tren?
No. I'll ask. That's. Why? What does Linda say yours are? Sour?
She said it fucking tasted fucking horrible and nasty and strong.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh man, now I feel bad.
She said it fucking practically burned my mouth. I heard a story one time about a guy giving a chick a facial. Chick loved getting her face cummed on.
Mm-hmm.
He said after he hopped on the Tren, fucking shot a load on the bitch's face, and she went running to the bathroom saying, "You fucking burned me, motherfucker."
No shit. Wow.
I guess Tren does something to your load.
I'm not getting very many side effects from that shit.
Well,
Man.
you're only
Except-
doing
except
200
for
migs a
strength.
week.
Yeah.
Yeah, torn
You
muscle.
want to answer a question?
I don't know. I feel like
Sure.
I tore my pec today.
Yeah, how
I
do you
think you
feel?
did.
Yeah, I'm all right.
No doubt about it. You tore some fibers.
See if it's bruised in a little bit.
Vein City Zach asks, Jay, this is for you. Jay, what's the seediest or scariest thing you've ever witnessed at a drug stop? Drug deals, hookers, murders, etc.
I don't really think I've seen anything like that. Homeless people, beggars, that's about the worst you see.
I know you saw a goat. He filmed that. There's a goat running across the parking lot. Where were you at?
Missouri.
Yeah, where the men are men and the sheep are scared. Right?
The fucking fans thought that was hilarious. They said it fucking escaped from a Muslim's truck. You don't see too many Muslim truck drivers. When people complain about towel heads driving trucks, they're actually Sikh.
Correct.
And Sikhs are good people. Sikhs
Very
are
good.
not Muslims.
Right.
Sikhs have been loyal allies to the United States since World War I.
They're wrongfully persecuted by those who don't like Muslims just because they see
Idiots,
something on
yeah.
their head
Yeah.
and they have a beard.
Idiots.
Completely different religion.
And a Sikh's goal in life is to kill a Shiite Muslim. The Shiite is their arch enemy, not the, or is it the Sunni? I get confused. Sunnis are the ones that are a little more peaceful, right?
Not
Than the
much.
Shiite.
Not much.
Come on, Leonard. You're the historian.
The Shiites are the real crazy fucks.
That's the one-
Those are like the ones in Iran.
Yeah, the Sikhs' mission in life, they all carry a little dagger in their turban or on their body. Their goal in life is to stab a fucking Shiite Muslim. So they're okay in my book. I like Sikhs. They're friendly people, good people.
Brad, what are your favorite podcasts to listen to?
Number one is Bill Burr. He is the fucking best. That guy says so much to the shit that I'm thinking it's great.
Is that the one you saw in Vegas when you went to Vegas?
We were gonna see him, but we went and saw Absinthe,
Okay,
the
that's right.
Cirque show. But he's coming down here in December. He's number one. I like Joey Diaz. The church with what's happening now with Joey Diaz is great. Joe Rogan, Ari Shaffir's good. All those fucking guys. Greg Fitzsimmons. I like Jim
Never heard of any of these people.
Jim Norton too when he does Chip Chipperson's fucking.
They're all
hysterical.
left-wing liberal icons.
No, not true.
I listen to the Mark Levin show.
I don't know who that is.
Great one.
He's a right.
The world's most intelligent Jewish
Right-winger,
person on the
yeah.
planet.
Of course. You're such a delusional fat
What?
fuck.
Mark Levin, the great one.
I don't know who the fuck that is, and I don't care. Especially if he's a right winger, I have no interest.
Well, the thing you would like about him, he calls it as he sees it. If there's a
as
Republican,
he sees it.
if he sees a Republican not abiding by the Constitution, he's fucking going after him.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter what party they're in.
I can't listen to all that
If they're
politics shit. Politics is all fucking bullshit. I don't like any politics.
Mark Levin is intelligent, though. He's got like 3 PhDs. The guy's amazing.
Jim Junkie Jeff. Brad, I want to see and hear you bitch slap Lenny. Tell him to clean the blood off his arm before going to the gym next time. You want to explain that stain on your arm? Is it the right or the left?
It's on the left shoulder.
What's
Want me
the
to clean it off?
What's
Why
this-
don't you come in here and make me?
Jim Junkie Jeff?
Yeah, Jim Junkie. Why don't you clean that fucking dope off your mouth? You fucking pothead.
Hey.
What do you do that?
But you just offended
You
Brad.
trying to escape? You trying to escape reality?
That's the injection site, and he bled all the way down his fucking arm. And
This
didn't
is
clean it off all
reality.
day.
What'd you shoot up, Test and Tren?
Yeah. And he'd come and lick it off. How about that?
And you're taking Anadrol with that?
Junkie Jeff. Come in here and lick it
That's
off.
supposed to be the strongest combination cycle you can do.
No shit.
Test, Tren, and Anadrol.
Why is that?
That was Kevin Lavrone's favorite. That's the mass builder of all mass builders.
Rich Piana also.
All right, Lenny, this is for you from. God, I hate trying to pronounce this shit. Rahinef. Why won't Nate have another eating challenge against Lenny? He did lose the last one, so why wouldn't he try to beat Lenny for once?
Because he's a gutless cookie cutter, tranny, tripod, knee wrap, using metrosexual cunt.
Okay, we'll have Nate here one of these weeks. Don't worry.
Yeah.
But as far as that go, I like the guy. You know, he helped me out. He made the video because it's going to get me into WrestleMania. I'm convinced of that. That's what the people want to see. I can put asses in seats. When I went to wrestling school, they said that's your job as a wrestler. The more asses you put in seats, the more money you're going to make.
You and Jay.
That's what people
Masters,
want to see. Well,
tag
they want to
team.
see it. They've been, like I said in that email he showed me, they've been flooding the WWE offices for years, saying they want to see me in the ring. They could put fucking Gronk in the ring. They don't want to see that.
You're going to have to move to Tampa.
Are the Misfits, this is from Paul David M1, are the Misfits aware of what a giant downward spiral Jason is on lately? Also, what do they think about the fact that he live streams while driving, putting innocent drivers and pedestrians in danger? I have had 50 talks about this with Jason. It is to no avail. Why is Jason allowed to operate a phone, let alone a motor vehicle? Jason, believe it or not, is actually a very safe driver if you've ever driven with him.
Yeah, because he only goes 25 miles
he,
an hour.
he won't go 1 mile an hour over the speed limit. At any stop sign, he'll sit there for 5 seconds. He always uses his signal. He's a very safe driver, but he's also addicted to his cell phone and social media. So he's constantly on it, even when he's driving. I've told him 100 times, stop doing that shit when you're driving. And just like any other advice I give him, it goes in one ear and out the other. Hope that answers your question.
When you said he's a very good driver, I went right to Rain Man.
Very good driver.
Gotta go to Kmart.
Did you see that? There's one guy that's been doing a lot of memes of us.
And one of them was Rain Man.
Two scoops from hell. It's fucking
He
funny.
did a Rain Man one of you and Jason.
I know, that's why I said it, because you brought it up. I got to show Lenny that shit.
I get my underwear from Target. I like Hanes boxer briefs. They changed my life.
Ben Jeezy 1. Lenny, does death concern you? You live like a complete savage. We want you for the long haul. From Ben Jeezy 1.
There's nothing to be concerned of that you have no control over. To a point, you have some control, but inevitably, nobody has control over it. You're not even guaranteed, when you're fertilized as an egg, you're not even guaranteed to be born. However, there's only one guarantee, and that's death. And why people fear it, I don't know. But you have to understand, I'm not a religious person, but we are not meant to understand the concept of, I don't even care what you call it, God or whatever. There's a force that gave us free will, created the universe, and put us here to give us the experience in life ourselves. And I believe life is, people say good or bad. I don't think there's any good or bad. I think you love another human being, and the way you do that is what would you do with people like Dale Chance and PJ Braun. You make them a better person through saying so-called negative things to them. That should spur them on to greatness. Bullying has created many bodybuilding champions, Lou Ferrigno being one of them, and great athletes. That's why all animals, all kids do it, bully, because that's how you bring the other one up. There should be no such thing as making fun of people. You can't call anybody fat anymore. Well, some of these fat kids, if you call them fat, they change it.
Yeah,
Now you
I
got
agree
people
with that.
accepting it.
Yeah, absolutely.
The same with their
Absolutely.
behavior. Oh, I'm a disability, I'm a drug addict, or I'm this and that, I'm gay, this and that. I don't like that term. Guess what? I don't want to hear it. you're number one, you're perverted. You like doing that, whatever. But what it is you're trying to rebel against society and thinking you have some kind of power, which you really don't. It's like the equivalent of saying that somebody likes to finger themselves when they wipe their ass. I don't care. I don't give a shit. Am I going to create a term out of nowhere and demand rights and acceptance and adulation, what you get out of that now? I don't understand that a bit. Personally, I have no attraction at all for men. However,
Unless they have fake
Bullshit,
breasts.
yeah, unless they have tits.
you're right. If they got a pretty face, a soft voice, got makeup on, hips a certain way, smooth skin, guess what? You're a girl.
Pretty feet.
Estrogen levels.
Lenny loves tranny feet.
And I tell you what, I've never liked a tranny that didn't undergo hormone therapy. It's just not my thing. I'd turn it down every time, and you could tell.
But Lenny, earlier today you told me you won't be with a tranny that's not fully functional. So doesn't the estrogen therapy interrupt their erections? That's
the cold ball of wax. You have to do the estrogen therapy once you hit puberty. That's the key. That's the way you get the soft voice. The androgens develop naturally, don't thicken the vocal cords, and therefore you take it and you go off it. Now what happens is you'll keep the roundness of the hips, whatever, the smooth voice, but you'll start to get your sexual function back.
So to build your perfect dream woman, you would have to get like a 10-year-old boy and start giving him estrogen as he went through puberty.
That's what they do in Brazil.
How do you know that?
I've done research. I looked online.
I'm sure you have.
That's what they do. That's how to get. You can Google it.
That's fucking child abuse.
Yeah, no shit.
Well, they do it. They
So
force
is
them to do
fucking
it.
pedophilia.
They force them to do it.
Yeah, I'm telling you though, the pedophilia thing, that they're going to start saying people that don't accept it are bigots. Mark my words.
You're
gonna
never.
You're going to be called a bigot.
Fucking stupid.
Brad, in 10, 20 years, if we're still around, we will hear and see things we never, even in our wildest dream today, thought would happen. I guarantee it.
Yeah, but not legalizing pedophilia. I'm sorry.
Yes.
No, it's not.
It won't take long for the Democrats to start pandering for the pedophiles' votes.
You're so
What do those guys in Hollywood do? What are the Clintons? There was a pedophile ring. Somebody brought that up. That's true. What's that guy? He lived on... people go to other countries specifically for that.
Can you be charged in the United States for committing a crime in another country?
And the people who go to other countries to
think
do
so.
that have to do it so secretively.
They do.
Because if anyone in this country found out that they were doing it, forget it.
I think a
Be
lot of
finished.
the people in politics in Hollywood do it, know about it, but they keep that secret. They're wired shut more than the mafia is.
If you have enough money, you
Believe
can
me,
pay
right.
people to keep their mouths shut, just like
Right.
this piece of shit Harvey Weinstein did. He offered $1 million to some woman. I forget which one of these bitches it was that he molested. $1 million for her not to blow the whistle on him raping her. I read it
I
today.
think that's great. All parties involved. Good for the girl. Hey, these women, you're over 18. I don't want to hear you. You could let some you-know-what go ahead and spread your legs for him. That's fine. But if a white guy does it, you can go ahead and say it's rape. It's all because of your interpretation. I don't like that law. Something's wrong with that law. That's one thing I like about the Arab countries. Woman starts pulling that rape stuff. Look online. There's a video of a woman in Afghanistan accused of men of rape. It's pretty
Probably
brutal.
stoned her to death.
They did. Guys,
They
and
like to
little
rape.
boys.
They like to rape
Little
children.
boys were coming
Their
out of the
wives are-
woodwork and
their-
smashing her with sticks.
The wives are to make kids. The little boys are for their fun. These fucking sick creeps. They're fucking.
I think the Romans used to butt fuck boys too.
Absolutely. What did Winston Churchill say about the British Navy? It was built on the whip and sodomy.
Yeah, he did say that.
And that was to subjugate the men.
Why did Prince Andrew completely stop filming Janoi? Well, if you're talking about gym videos, Jason doesn't really work out anymore. I mean, what does he do? When you guys see him at the gym, Brad, you see him more than I do because you go to Delray more. What does he do that's worth filming other than Snapchat here and there?
Right. Well, that's what he does. Nothing. He just walks around and looks at his fucking phone, does live streams, and barely lifts any fucking weight. Just walks around, does random shit, and fucking leaves.
I actually told Jason about 3 months ago, I think it was before the Ruby, I said, if you ever want to do a really good, funny video outside the gym, I'll always be there to film it for you. I told him I wanted to take him rock climbing. You know, I said it'd be great if we went to a rock climbing place and we try to do a video, and he tried to get me to fucking pay for it. I'm like, Jason, you know, pay for it and we'll do a rock climbing video. I'll go there, I'll film it for you, I'll edit it, I'll upload it, but it never happened. So if he can come up with something that I think is going to be a fun video, not just some silliness, I'll definitely film it, but there really hasn't been much to film lately. Jason now is so caught up in this gaming crap, and that's like he sort of has tunnel vision with that now, that he hasn't really even asked me to film him much lately at all. So, but you know, I'd always be there to film Jason if something good came up, but nothing has lately.
Speak, Leonard.
I
I know you want to say
Hang on,
something.
let me look for
How
my
much
footage.
I'd like to have Isabella sitting or putting her little shit box on my cock right now, grinding it up and down until bloody shit reeks out of her rectum.
My God.
Question for Jay. What do you think of Michigan football this season? I'm a big fan, and I'm disappointed with their performance, especially recently.
Well, I don't know if you watched Saturday's game, but they yanked the quarterback, John O'Corn, because he sucked. They put in Brandon Peters, redshirt freshman, and they proceeded to score on his first 3 possessions in the game. So it's a whole new team with the new quarterback. So I think you're going to see.
Did they score throwing or pass or running?
I'm not sure, but they scored.
How does he look throwing a ball, though?
Great.
Yeah.
Question I got: are they going to beat the Buckeyes?
Well, we got 2 games before that. They got a cupcake next weekend. I think we play like Illinois, and then travel to Wisconsin.
Wisconsin.
Not going to be pretty up there at Camp Randall. But I think the Buckeyes are beatable. I was very happy to see the Buckeyes beat Penn State, and some people might say, "Why are you rooting for Ohio State?" Well, because I want Michigan to ruin their season, not Penn State.
Right. Yeah, exactly. You could be the
Speaking of cupcakes, Dale Chance is a cupcake.
He's the greatest third-place bodybuilder of all time. Get it through your head.
Well, that transitions into my next question from Braca Montes for Jay. Why does Jay Masters become jealous of Dale all of a sudden? It's because he is a real bodybuilder, or because he wants to be jealous of him? Explain your jealousy, Jay.
I think if Dale didn't overreact and get so butthurt, it wouldn't be so fun.
Exactly. That's what makes it fun.
Yeah.
Because people want that reaction.
Yeah.
The trolls love that shit. You don't feed the trolls.
What the fuck's wrong with Lenny?
He's
I was
confused.
just thinking about Bull Hurley and Over the Top when he said second place sucks. Well, what does third place do, Dale? We want answers.
Yeah, Lenny got a second-place
It
trophy
sucked.
for Ruby.
What did third place do? What does that do, Dale?
Oh, he's going to be so butthurt.
Question for each of you from Adam Patrick Ritchie. What are your favorite cheat meals, and who's your favorite martial artist? Who's your favorite movie martial artist?
Chuck fucking Norris. Are you kidding me?
He got killed by Bruce Lee. Return of the Dragon. Favorite cheat meal?
I always liked watching Steven Seagal shit.
He's ridiculous.
I think martial artists sucked. It looks good on the movies. I'd already done it when I was in the Air Force. A black belt, Sergeant Mon. If you guys remember what I did to him on the Air Force base, and he was a black belt, 230 pounds. I was a 190-pound recruit. What did I do to Mr. Martial Artist? How many security police had to put their knees into me and pin me to the floor before they took me into corrective custody, Mr. Black Belt? When I was in a freaking rage and just ready to kill somebody, that little black belt he could wipe his ass with it. And that goes for all you challengers, any of you martial artists. I think you suck. Now, a wrestler, a boxer wrestler, fine, but martial arts, like which one?
Well,
they're a fucking joke.
Here are 2 movie martial artists, like the person who asked a question. Two of my favorites. You ever see the movie The Best of the Best? Philip Ree? He's a badass. And also, you ever hear of Dan Inosanto? You ever see the movie Game of Death? Bruce Lee fights the guy in the tower with a Eskrima fighter with the red sticks. That's Dan Inosanto. He kept all of Bruce Lee's Jeet Kune Do schools open and carried Bruce passed the torch to him after he died. And to this day, the guy's like in his late 70s and he still teaches. Look him up, Dan Inosanto. If you ever seen the movie Out for Justice with Steven Seagal, you remember the bar fight when he fights the guy named Sticks with the pool sticks? That's Dan Inosanto.
The cue ball in the towel and starts whacking everybody.
That's right.
Fucking love
and
that.
And it goes, Sticks, get him. And he uses the pool sticks. That's
okay.
Dan Inosanto.
Now, I don't know if this is considered a cheat meal because some might consider this healthy, but I know that I have had some of my best workouts on Saturday morning if I stay home Friday night and I make angel hair and marinara. It doesn't have to be meat sauce. In fact, if I really want to be efficient the next day, I'd almost rather just have marinara and angel hair.
Marinara's
and I'll eat the whole fucking box and a whole jar of sauce, which is probably 400 grams of carbs. So it's kind of a cheat meal.
Did you have a speech impediment growing up?
No, why?
That's one thing that bothers me when you do those videos when you're real drunk. Your fucking bottom lip like twirls or something. Yeah, what the fuck is that? Remind me like the little fat kid in elementary school with the speech impediment. Hey guys, little sweaty fat kid.
PJ's kind of got a lisp.
Yeah.
Oh, does he?
Yeah, angel hair and marinara.
Sounds a little gay sometimes. You're right.
If I want to kick some motherfucking ass the next day, angel hair and marinara.
No meats.
I think the meat just slows down the digestion. You can upload more carbs if you just have angel hair and marinara.
What about you?
I agree. I think the lycopene.
No, your cheat meal.
It's all relative. It's all relative. I mean, when I eat a meal, I try to get 100 grams of protein, get that out of the way. Certain amount of carbs, certain amount of fats, whether I'm dieting or not. But, you know, what people say is healthy.
Well, we've seen you down a large meat lover's pizza.
Yeah, it is relative because some people might consider a New York strip a cheat meal. To me, that's food.
True, yeah. I know what you're saying.
What do you mean by cheat? Cheating on what? Cheating?
Well, they want us to say ice cream or pizza.
That's a cookie cutter term.
Yeah.
Let's put it to rest. I didn't invent that term. I didn't invent Halloween. I didn't invent these holidays. What does that have to do with me? Are you celebrating it? Hell no.
I do like hitting Cold Stone after some hot wings.
What's Cold Stone?
Explain it to them.
Is that the ice cream place?
Yeah, where they put it on the...
me and Kalora used to...
Every time you leave a tip, they have to sing a fucking song or something? Isn't that
That's
it?
where they mash in the like candy bar chunks or whatever you
like
want.
tip, tip, hooray! Tip, yeah.
That's how
you
we
never
got the
seen
400
that?
pounds was a half a gallon of ice cream every night after 5,000
Ice cream is
dinner.
the absolute worst thing you can eat to get fat because of the combination of the dairy fat and the sugar.
When will we see more
Well, you
gym
got some kind of
footage
protein.
from Swolsif? When will we see more gym footage? It's tough to film gym footage these days. Number one, LA Fitness is kind of cracking down. They put up signs now about filming.
What about at the Boca location?
They have a sign up there too.
Oh.
There's a key gym opening up on Congress. I got a flyer. It's 24/7.
You know-
365 days a year.
The Planet Fitness we go to in Delray, it seems like we can do whatever we want there. We got to test that out one morning when we're all there.
You should go there at night one time. See
Yeah.
the fucking tans in there.
See the what?
Hold the
Tans.
mic close to your mouth.
Yeah, hold.
There's some nice tans in there. Matter of fact, I saw a girl on a Stairmaster last week. I was telling Jay. She was a tan. She had an outrageous butt, hips, tight. And she saw me looking between her legs.
He thinks
because it's
women
eye
like
level.
him staring at
I
him.
know.
And when I'm looking between her
Fucking
legs,
creep.
she starts, while she's doing the stairs, she starts going like this.
But she started twerking
And looking
for
at
you?
me, right. And I didn't know I was going to say something, but I got sort of scared off.
Yeah, because
You got intimidated?
she was gonna pepper spray you.
Exactly.
And there was cookie cutters to the left and the right. I don't need anybody coming to the front desk, but I've told many a black girl in there.
Have you guys seen Big Richard?
Yeah, I saw him Saturday. He's deflated a little bit, but he doesn't give a shit anymore. He's 68 years old.
He doesn't. What kind of attitude is that?
He said he's going to come on next week. He'll come on the
68,
podcast. We'll
that's
discuss that
nothing.
when he's here.
He's coming next Monday.
When I'm
Next Monday or
chronologically
Tuesday.
68, I'm going to tell people I'm 18.
Tuesday. No, I leave Monday.
Shit, I'll be 68 in 20 short years. 20 short years ago, I was lifting with Andrew Calora. That's nothing.
Speaking of Andrew Calora, someone asks here, Elliot Bra, how did Lenny meet Andrew Calora from Elliot?
I saw him at World Gym in Boynton Beach, 1996. Just a big kid. I saw him repping 315 on the incline for like 5 reps. And I saw him later, and then that gym closed. And we went to Delray. And I spoke to him, and he was telling me this and that. He's taking some equipoise, and he said his back was hurt, so I had him deadlifting. He put a plate on his deadlift like once every 2 weeks because I was doing them off the floor. I was doing 6 plates for 10. He couldn't even pull 2 plates, but he was so determined to beat me. He actually added a plate to his lifts every 2 weeks to where he was deadlifting 8 plates off the floor. He actually broke a bar down the middle at that Spanish River Golds. It was an old bar. It snapped right down the middle when he did it off the floor. His traps grew 6 inches off his collarbone. He had no traps and no back. But once he started training with me, at 19, his 19th birthday, he squatted 6'10" for 12 reps.
Jesus Christ.
With no belt or no knee wraps. And it was
and
on
Nate wears wrist wraps just to eat.
Right. And we weren't eating what you call clean. It was like I said, talking about the cheeseburgers, the fries. We go to the Abbey Road Grill, which is now that Michigan place.
That went out of business.
Yeah. They all
Michigan
changed
bar's
their name.
closed.
All of them changed their name. It was called
That
the
whole-
Abbey
that
Road
whole
Grill.
plaza because the Palm Beach Gym went.
We used to go there every night, have double cheeseburgers, fries, then we go to the convenience store and grab the Haagen-Dazs and wait for it to melt, and we drink it, pretty much,
That's disgusting.
because of the
It's
heat.
like a milkshake. Why?
I remember Andrew Clear was so big, some girl told him one time, you need to go to Jenny Craig.
Did he ever have a penis in his ass from a trainee?
He did, although I shouldn't.
Oh my God!
You just did.
I sort of.
You can't unfire a gun, Lenny.
I let him astray.
You can't put the toothpaste back in the tube.
I led him astray, and
You let him.
I led him astray, and
You didn't put a gun to his head, did you?
Exactly. It's
no,
not
I
like
just
you
said,
made him
I was
fucking
being
do
like
it.
a bigger brother, mentor, father
So you
figure.
tricked the guy into getting butt fucked, and then you gave a blow.
No, I don't think he got butt fucked, but he definitely.
Oh my God!
I'll let the trainee do me in the butt if you do it first.
And he was with some Spanish ones where he could bring their pictures back. Gorgeous. A couple of them
I
were
don't care. It's just-
absurdly gorgeous.
I don't care how gorgeous they are. Once they pull their pants down, that dick's there, man. Goodbye. Good fucking bye.
Yeah, I don't want to see a cock.
No,
Tell
man.
me that. Oh,
I think the
I'm
ball.
telling you that now. I don't need to
coming
ever
from a guy
experience
that,
I don't know
that
about you
raised
guys.
his
I
right
think the-
hand and said you masturbate to tranny porn.
I never said that. Or are you talking about Jay? Look at Jay when you're going to address him. Don't look
I
at
tell
me.
you what, as
I
much
might have
as you
to plead
say
the
that,
fifth on this. What's he saying?
No, you admitted to jerking off to
you can
tranny
plead the
porn.
fifth.
Allegedly.
The problem with Jay is his face is always so red we can't tell when he's blushing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not.
Easily
I don't want to
done.
see a tranny fucked in the ass. That's fucking gross. And I don't want to see a tranny banging a dude in the ass. But if they got their underwear on and they're pretty and they're sucking some dick, I see that as a victimless crime.
But if you're fucked up and you go down on a dime, in the sweetest, sexiest voice, he's saying, "Suck my dick, motherfucker."
Oh, my.
Do you
It's
know
a-
how fucked up that sounded? Because I'm wearing the headphones. And when you just whispered that, that was a little too creepy.
The
Look how
Spanish,
excited he's getting. He's
yeah, the
sweating.
Spanish girl,
Oh, my God.
like in that
No,
accent.
no, stop whispering that. Please.
Suck my dick.
Dad, I wish you could wear these headphones.
Am I turning you on, Andrew?
I'm about to run out
Is
of
that a
my-
Freudian slip? What is going
I'm
on?
about to run out of my own fucking house is what I'm about to do.
Yeah, I've seen some steamy plant tranny blowjobs on video. I kind of like it.
Until you're looking up and you see that beautiful 10, and she's making you gag. And she's grabbing the back of
I
your
could
neck
never
and
put a cock in my mouth. Lenny.
slamming. Oh. Well, if it's attached to a 10,
No, it's still a dick.
if it's attached to a 10,
I think
It's like
my body
heroin.
would reject it, and I would start dry
It's
heaving.
like heroin.
it is.
You're a sick fuck.
It's just, First of all, you can't be sober.
He's dead fucking serious. Too.
Dead
Why are you
serious.
denying-
Dead.
These people don't fucking.
Dead
know.
serious.
If you can put a dick in your mouth, why are you denying yourself the pleasure of a dick in your ass?
You said you got a.
Because you're not. What it is the visual. You're not looking at the face. You know, you're. She's
I
doing it from
imagine a
behind.
dick in your ass is going to feel better than one in your mouth.
What if he fucks you from the front and just pulls your legs up behind your head, and you can still
strokes your
you
cock
can,
while
and you
he's
can,
fucking
You can
you.
look at him while he's fucking.
Like I
you.
said, don't like it, don't want to do it, but
This is sick.
I've never
These
been
are
put in
sick
that
visuals
position,
for you people.
and I've never been physically capable of doing it. Because a couple of them that tried, a couple of them will sneak it in, a couple will beg me to do it because they
Sneak
like
it?
my
So they
ass.
did
Oh, he just snuck his dick in my ass.
I had a couple
What the fuck is wrong
Tans
with you?
tell me they love my gorilla ass. They said your ass looked like a silverback gorilla from the zoo. Please let me fuck that. You can have your money back.
Oh my God.
Now, but if you see a dime, you see that face. Remember the one girl did it,
No, that's
choking
just
me,
enough. I
almost
can't
puked.
You could actually come if their cock bumped into your prostate.
Lenny, do you have a gag reflex? Yeah, you know what? I don't know why I asked that.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Jesus
I don't know.
Christ.
Only-
What's the biggest cock you've ever sucked? How's that?
Jesus fuck Christ.
since
I don't
we're
wanna
going-
go there.
Since we're going down that road, might as well ask these
It
questions.
was bigger than mine.
How about bigger than that microphone?
Fuck no.
No.
But you got to see what it's attached to. And like I said, I pop one of those NMDA pills in you. Trust me.
So you wouldn't suck Jay's dick.
No, because I'm not pretty.
I wouldn't even suck PJ off. And he's the epitome of manhood.
But you would suck PJ off before me.
Did you hear that? He's the epitome
If I
of
see a tranny that shows me a picture of her as a guy, which one did, I ran out of the house. I ran out.
No, those trannies that don't try and transform themselves into a passable for a woman, they're disgusting. Like the guys with 5 o'clock shadows.
I agree.
That put on high heels and a wig.
I agree.
That should not be allowed.
I agree. That don't have the curves.
That's why I don't want to see the transgender bathrooms, because the ones that can pass for a female are already using the
Yeah.
women's room.
Like Buffalo Bill there from Silence of the Lambs.
Yeah. Women or men have been
Disgusting.
using the ladies' room for decades,
Right.
and no one knew.
Exactly.
So it doesn't need to be legal.
It's just a bullshit.
The
thing.
minute you make it legal, people are going to abuse the law. Right now, they're being discreet. They're not causing any problems. You never hear about a tranny molesting anyone in the ladies'
That's
room.
bullshit.
Never.
Yeah.
Because they don't want to be bothered. They're just there to go tinkle. Or a little poo-poo.
Did you see that video of that chick at the Dolphins game last week in the men's room pissing in the
Yes.
standing
What a
up, pissing
fucking
into your
trailer park tramp.
I know, man.
Probably a
Surprised
Buck-
nobody ran by and slapped her ass.
Probably a Buckeyes fan.
Was it a trailer park tranny?
Nah, I don't fucking know.
No, she was just a hillbilly Davy broad, probably.
And
Yeah.
how's she pissing in the urinal?
She shot it out or piss. You've never had a chick piss at you in the shower?
Yeah, but it seems to be she'd have to sort of lift her leg up or something to get close to the urinal.
No, they can use their fingers and kind of aim it.
Didn't know that.
Like when they squirt.
I love squirting, but the fans are sick of me hearing about it.
Who said that?
I bring up female ejaculation and I get ripped on.
talk
Come
about
up with some new material.
Who told you that?
They're always saying that on my IG.
Oh, really?
Come up with some new material. Material. I'll give you some material.
I'm intrigued by female ejaculation.
That's great. And he's intrigued by fucking.
Do you guys know what bukkake films are?
I've
20
never
on
watched
1,
them.
my take?
Where they show the chick getting a facial by like 20 dudes and they're just soaked in gum.
Nah, I can't watch that shit.
I've seen squirt bukkake where the women line up and squirt all over the dude's face. That's fucking awesome.
Wow.
Lenny's talking about tens. If I could get a line of tens
Pull it up on your phone. Can't you
to
pull
fucking
it up on Pornhub or something?
come fucking squirt on me, I would love that.
I would too, Jay. I'm right with you.
Squirting is fucking fundamental. I've had it in my mouth. I like it.
Yeah, tastes good.
There's no taste. It's
No
just
taste?
nothing. But just, it's so fucking taboo.
Why is it taboo?
You're not supposed to put things in your mouth that came out of a pussy.
It's not taboo. It's just not spoken about.
What's taboo is what gets you off. I hate to say it.
You hate to say it. No, you don't hate to say it.
I do hate to say it.
Nobody's doing missionary sex anymore.
Ah. Will you put the light on in here?
Yeah, I was about to do that.
So Brad never
Will you
looked
grab
at
that other thing too?
Brad.
Thanks.
Are you still a virgin as far as analingus goes?
Analingus?
Yes.
Licking asshole?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't do that.
You can get hepatitis.
I'm not, dude. I don't eat ass.
Is Mark?
I'm sorry, I don't give a shit.
Is Mark still a virgin? Does anyone
Oh
know?
boy, I have no idea.
I would definitely put money on it.
No way. He's 40 years old. He's not.
So what is it going to fly into
he's
his
not
lap?
a fucking virgin.
Is it going to? How is he going to do that?
Have you guys ever noticed he's always in a hurry to rush home and go beat off?
Right.
Always
is
in a
that what you
fucking
think it
hurry.
is?
He
Yeah.
admitted it. He admitted
How the
it.
fuck do you know this shit?
He admitted it.
He is
Oh, he
always
did?
in a hurry.
He admitted it.
All right.
Well, gotta go. What do you got going on? Oh, not just gotta get home.
What is that? A dog's penis?
A dog's penis?
What are you doing, Brad?
Lenny, have you ever touched a dog's penis?
Why would I go into my kitchen
Not my
cabinet
thing.
and pull out a dog's penis?
I don't know where you were. It looks like. Look at this guy.
You hear that clicking sound? Click,
Look
click,
at this
click,
guy.
click.
I don't even want to smell it. I love that shit.
So take some.
I don't want to be paranoid. If I get an offender bender, I'm straight to the clinic.
It's just tobacco.
Shut up. Meanwhile, I'm driving 15 miles an hour.
We got a prescription
Drunk? Yeah,
prescription
try it
now. It's legal here, medical.
That's another bunch of
I,
bull.
yeah, and
Medical,
I got a
medical.
prescription for Tren.
Medical, yeah, medical. That's the other term. Big phony
God, it
farce.
smells like good stuff. I could see that nugget from here. It smells good.
Oh, I got glaucoma.
Hey, just like, just like if you had a Lamborghini, are you going to put regular gas in it or premium? Just like your
We'd have
body.
to ask PJ.
Why would you put garbage in your body?
Guess what, Brad? I get a Toyota if I want to get a car, and I put premium gas in that. What do you think about that, Brad?
You know, a lot of performance cars have a selector switch for what grade fuel you're using in the controls. Oh yeah. They got a premium fuel button. My snowmobile back in Michigan had a premium fuel button.
No shit.
Yeah.
Those are
Hey,
dangerous.
Lenny, I don't want to excite you, but Kimbo just came out.
Oh, my buddy.
He's looking. Maybe he smells
think
what's
so.
cooking. I think that's what it is.
Kimbo,
He likes this better than his cat.
my pal.
You might smell my ball sweat because it smells like tuna fish.
A cat's tongue is pretty rough, Jay. That might.
You know what they say? If it smells like tuna, you should have been there sooner.
Yeah, I've heard women use a cat to lick off their mustache.
Really?
If you drink a glass of milk, the cat will lick the milk off the woman's mustache, and it removes the hair.
I've heard cats would try to drink the baby formula out of a baby's mouth.
Cats will suffocate an infant.
Yes.
They lay on its face for warmth, and they suffocate the baby.
My mother once got suffocated. Her two cats, and they're gigantic. They
Yeah,
were
you were
laying on her.
saying,
She
yeah.
woke up. She couldn't breathe. Andrew, getting back to that statement, you said a cat's what was what? And how do you know this?
A cat's tongue is rough. It's like sandpaper.
How would you know? And why would you know? It's like sandpaper. How do you know this?
It's common knowledge.
Yes, Lenny.
It's hair.
What are you implying?
They have hair on it.
You felt
They do?
a cat's tongue?
Would you like to find out? I can call him over here. Kimbo.
Smear some Friskies all over Lenny's nuts.
Hey, buddy. It's your buddy. Come on over here, old man.
You know, cats will only love you on their terms.
Correct.
They're non-cookie cutter animals.
So here he comes. Look to your
They
left.
say
Look.
that even though cats
Hey, buddy.
have been with humans for a couple thousand years, they're still not fully domesticated.
He's only out because he has to go to the bathroom.
Good. At least he's using the fucking litter box.
Why do you got 2 litter boxes?
Because I used to have 2 cats.
Uh-oh, he's going to cry.
What, somebody else died in here as well?
Yeah.
What is this, a death trap?
How many people have died in here?
Just one.
The only thing that die in my place are cockroaches.
No, they're alive and well.
Exactly, yeah. The cockroaches live.
they're thriving.
They live nicely in your
Yeah, I
fucking
killed about
shithole.
100, 200 last year alone. So
Those dirty footprints walking away from his shower.
That's
I've never
weird.
seen anything like that.
me neither. I looked at it the other day. That's where actually I put my feet with my sandals on. Of course, I never walk barefoot after I shower.
You could take like a metal spade and scrape.
No, the whole place
muck
needs to
off
just
the
be
tile.
fucking gutted, man. You gotta get a jackhammer, chipping hammer, get in there, chip up all that fucking tile, totally gut that place.
When I get my settlement, I'd like to move to Kings
Move
Point.
the
have my
fuck
mother's
out.
son
Is the rent there so cheap you can't move?
Well, the location too. Plus,
He pays $800.
I pay 800 flat, no utilities. You know, it's like I don't have a
Why
roommate.
don't you and Emma get a place?
I liked Emma when she took time off the gym. She looked pretty good. She looks nice and feminine. When she takes time off the gym.
What do you mean when she gains weight?
Yeah, looked better. I kind of like to think of her as a little younger sister or daughter.
Hey, speaking of women at the gym, do you guys remember the tattooed skankor that was
Yes.
super fucking skinny?
Yes.
From Delray Fitness?
Yes.
She's back. I saw her the last time I was home at L.A. So her therapist must have released her for...
She is this. What she told me one time, ew, gross.
She's obviously got an eating disorder.
Oh yeah. You see that guy that brings his fucking dog in there too?
That guy's a douche.
Jesus Christ. I can't stand that shit, man. These service animals.
Another one,
The
yeah.
fuck out of here.
He
They
has
bring him into
anxiety.
they let him bring him into fucking
I'm
restaurants.
surprised
What if that dog's gotta take
I'm
his
surprised
shits?
PJ doesn't have a little Maltese for his anxiety.
Those licenses are the easiest things in the world to produce using Photoshop. I have a friend who
Yeah.
has a fake service pet
You
certificate.
can buy those vests on the internet for
right.
the dog.
That's right. Who's going to dispute it?
Right. These dogs don't fucking behave. Bring them everywhere. Just fucking
I'm sure blind people, it fucking annoys them because they have a legitimate reason.
yeah, no shits.
That would suck to be.
You notice, when I was a little kid, they were always German Shepherds, and now they use Labradors. So when people have these bullshit breeds and they say it's a service dog, you know they're full of shit.
Right.
Imagine being blind. You couldn't look at porn. You couldn't watch a football game.
Would you rather be deaf or blind?
I'd rather be dead.
Deaf. I'd rather have my sight.
Yeah.
I'd rather be dead.
You'd rather be dead than be either?
Dead.
Yeah.
No, you put in earplugs, it's really not that bad.
You'd rather be dead than small,
True.
which is why you keep doing what you're doing.
Well, dead. I'd rather be dead than anything. That's paradise. That's incomprehensible.
I think when you've been
paradise.
big for a long, long time, it is who you are. So, like if I was to say, you know what, fuck this, I want to get healthy, and I became a runner, and I got down to 180 pounds, and
It's
I
not
was
necessarily
Mr.
healthy.
Jogger Fitness,
Not
would be the same
necessarily
person.
healthy.
You don't think so?
I'd be a completely different person. Well, for one, I'd be afraid of getting my ass kicked. I'd have to watch my mouth.
Oh, please.
Yes. Trust me. Many things. Me and him, I tell you what, you get fucked up. If we were small, guys would jump us when we were young. Once we put the size on, things change. Especially with the
But you couldn't
you-know-who's.
get to 180.
No, if I became
You're wide.
if I became Jogger Boy, I'd probably be 200 pounds. I'd probably be Dale's size.
You're 345. You're
Jogger boy.
I could quit lifting, start jogging, become a vegan, and be Dale size.
Lenny, what was that term before? Social media fuckboy?
Yeah.
Yeah, you love that.
Who's the social media fuckboy?
Well, you'd have to give it to Dale.
Chris B asks, Jay, what is the highest amount of alcohol you have consumed in a 24-hour period? Assuming you can remember.
Exactly.
Well, I know I've drank a fifth of hard liquor. Not much more than a fifth. Beers. I've done a case, I would say, on a couple occasions.
Yeah, me too.
But nothing real.
I get started early, man. That day drinking.
Yeah, if you start drinking for a noon football game.
I've been on vacation with Brad. He's not lying.
But I normally, I drink high alcohol malt liquor.
Yeah.
Like the Steel Reserve is 8.2%, something like that.
That's nice.
That's what the crack whores used to have in a paper bag.
Yeah. So that's why I like the stronger beers, because you're not putting all that volume through your body.
Yeah.
I used to love the smell of that on their breath.
I
Then they
love-
light that pipe up. But you're talking a long time ago.
Crack and beer. You love the breath of
I love that
crack beer breath.
That ether smell that cocaine has. I love that.
Yeah.
It's not bad.
Get your heart racing.
You couldn't pay me to do a line right now. I'd be a mess.
We wouldn't. Believe me. We're not bringing cocaine anywhere fucking near you. Although, you should, when you get that wasted, do a bump or two, wake you the fuck up.
No, but you keep drinking. That's the dangerous thing.
Yeah, I know.
And the drug I would never, ever touch would be meth. Never.
No fucking way.
I would do a key bump of heroin before I did a key bump of meth.
What do you think about that, Leonard?
I think I did meth once, unknowing to me.
Jesus Christ.
That one drug that's killing everybody, they've been spiking heroin and meth with
Fentanyl?
that. Yeah.
Fentanyl, yeah.
Hey, Kimbo,
That's
there's
bad.
my buddy.
That shit's dangerous.
There's your big pussy.
You know, I'm somewhat libertarian when it comes to drug laws.
Kimbo.
But there's certain drugs that are just wrong.
Yeah.
Fentanyl and meth, no
Not
good.
Yeah. Real
But
bad.
why can't weed and cocaine be legal? Jesus.
PCP. I've seen that people on that. My ex-roommates
That's scary
almost killed
shit.
me when I was sleeping.
If cocaine became legal overnight, how many people would die tonight that aren't already going to die? I mean, would it be thousands more? No, fuck no.
How many people die of coke a year, though?
I'm sure automobiles kill more people than cocaine.
You're probably right. It's the other shit.
Alcohol kills more people than cocaine. Cigarettes kill more people than alcohol. Cigarettes and the complications of smoking probably kill. Because look at all the things
You
that's.
can Google all that shit if
Yeah.
you really want to know.
I know the number one killer of teenagers is automobiles. And I think that's a crazy statistic.
I thought it was suicide.
Kids should not be fucking driving.
Well, they got to be taught. It's a lack of teaching.
You look back at what you were like at 16. I was a fucking jackass.
Yeah, me too. Of course, I had a license. I had a
They
car.
say
I started driving when I was 12, though. My father used to let me drive.
what's that word I'm looking for? Not ramifications, but the things that happen after you make a mistake.
Consequences?
Consequences.
Right.
They say the center of the brain that processes consequences doesn't fully develop till about 21. So the drinking age makes sense.
So you can't think a certain amount down the road. It's got to be like almost day to day.
18-year-old kids do not think about consequences. It doesn't even blink. They act on impulse.
That's why they would get drafted to go to Vietnam and not blink an eye.
Yeah, the 16-year-old driving
You
age.
can't drink. You can go to war, but you can't drink.
Well, I'm sure they did more than drinking.
Of course.
There's always ways to get beer. We used to drive down to fucking 7 Mile to Detroit.
Oh, yeah. We used to just walk into the grocery store with a fucking soccer bag and load it up and walk right the fuck out.
Shoplifting?
Fuck yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, we should. When I was a kid, my whole neighborhood I grew up with.
I didn't drink a lot as a teenager.
No.
I think I started drinking a lot at about 25.
No shit. So you were a straight edge jock.
Not really, but I wasn't I drank, but
Did you play video games back then?
I remember being in in high school and splitting a 6-pack with a buddy. That's it.
High school, yeah.
Wasn't
I started drinking too.
I knew guys that really drank a lot in high school.
Oh,
I
yeah.
just couldn't imagine that.
You can imagine it now.
I was drinking Captain and ginger ale last night, I think.
Yeah, I like that.
Captain and Dr. Pepper's real good, too.
Yeah, it's too sweet.
Kimbo.
I like Captain Ginger Ale. It's good. I like everything.
at
That's
Publix-
my problem.
At Publix, you can get Werner's ginger ale. That's the best.
Verner's, yeah.
Canada Dry is bullshit.
Seagram's I like.
I know, that's bar mix. It's not really a ginger ale.
All right, Darren Ray 84 writes, as a prank, you guys should post a looking for a roommate and put Lenny's address. I think the reactions when the potential interested parties show up to look at the place would be great. It's not a bad idea.
Oh my God! Hidden camera and tour. Let them take a
Used to say
tour.
female only preferred.
Do a hidden camera, a nanny cam in Lenny's house, and take people through a tour of it.
Am I still a virgin? Well, I do have a 12-year-old daughter, so that answer should be pretty self-explanatory.
Are you still a virgin?
Who's that, Mark?
No, me.
Oh.
Who's asking the
You have a
question?
12-year-old daughter?
You didn't know that?
No.
Yeah.
Kimbo, are you still a virgin being a house cat?
When I was in Las Vegas, I was there visiting her. She lives there.
Oh.
Yeah,
Kimbo.
well, I was there to, enjoy myself, but also to visit
Did you
her.
get the woman pregnant in Vegas?
How well? No, she moved there.
Oh.
No. It's not like I went there and fucked some showgirl or something.
Vacation sex and you went with a child?
No elaborate story like that. Let's see.
Does your girlfriend have kids?
No.
I saw her on Instagram posing with your kids then. Catrice was kind enough to let me follow her.
She follows you and gets a kick out of you.
Catrice is awfully fond of your kids, Brad.
And my kids are awfully fond of her. It's a good thing. She's a sweetheart. I'm lucky.
Does she want to have kids?
I don't know.
Oh, we're on air.
You know.
Hi, Catrice.
You know for a
She
fact,
doesn't
Brad.
know.
Come clean.
Can't with me. I got my vasectomy.
That can be reversed. I'll chip in.
Yeah, no.
No thanks. I got three. Three's enough.
Brad's going to adopt a little
I
Somalian.
thought you had 4.
3, 16.
You going out with your kids for
11
Halloween
and
tomorrow,
9.
Brad?
Yeah.
Is Catrice coming?
I don't know.
She's still going to dress up like a cat? Cute costume.
Dressed her up like olive oil yesterday, and I had a Popeye costume.
You did?
Yeah.
Let's see the pics.
Lenny the picture of your nephew?
Yeah.
I did show you that, yeah.
Dressed up as Brad.
That's great.
Someone should be Jason.
What would they wear?
Publix.
Pull your pants up to your nipples.
That kid, he's something else.
Yeah.
I always try and make him feel good when I'm at Publix. I always ask the cashier, he's a bodybuilder, don't you? He's got his own YouTube channel.
They know.
And a lot of times they'll just start shaking their
You're a
head.
fucking good troll. Jay's turned into a great troll.
I once went to Publix about a year ago where he works, and I had Jason wasn't working, and so I'm checking out. And I asked the girl who was checking me out and ringing me up, I said, hey, where's that bodybuilder guy who does videos on YouTube? And I played dumb. I said, is he here today? And she goes, no, he's off. I go, do you watch his videos? She goes, yeah, I've seen a bunch of them. I said, let me ask you a question. I go, do you recognize my voice? She looks at me for a second, and she goes, holy shit, it's you! You're the one responsible for putting him out there. It's your fault. And she just started screaming. She was laughing, but she was screaming at me. It was funny.
I got a good Jason story from Publix. I was at the store 2 summers ago, hot as balls, and Jason's out there doing carts. I park my car, and I say hi to him. He's got 1 cart, and he wants to talk to me really bad. So he follows me in with 1 fucking cart. His boss sees him and says, that's it. You're out there for another hour.
That's fucking good. They call him, the guys that work with him call him 2-cart. Jason 2-cart. Because he only pushes 2 carts in at a time.
That's his nickname.
Yeah, 2-cart.
That's a good job for him out there.
They're redoing that,
Hates it.
Carts?
I hate my fucking stupid job at Publix.
You kidding me? You see so much hot ass all day?
It's so easy, man.
That is the number one place to see
he
girls.
doesn't know what a fucking real job is. He never will.
Dude, that's one thing about Florida. Every time you go to the grocery store, you see a chick you'd marry. It's not like that in Michigan, trust me.
Yeah, I'm sure. Big
Fucking dairy queens, dairy cows.
the sows.
Chicks in Michigan, man, they're still wearing acid wash jeans.
Jesus Christ. They got their fucking poofy hair.
Yeah.
There's Kimbo.
You know what kills me about Michigan?
That spray and that
my
shit.
buddy.
Like those Jersey fucking big hair
Yeah.
in the 80s.
Michigan girls, Jesus Christ. Jimmy Buffett concert T-shirt,
dirty feet and
dirty
Birkenstocks.
flip-flops. Last year's foot flip-flops that have like the imprint of their foot
Yeah.
in dirt into the rubber. What kills me about northern people, I wear my flip-flops and then I throw them away. People up north store them for the next season. You're a Florida native, so you can't.
Yeah, but if they're only wearing them for 5 months a year, they're not wearing them out.
I go through a pair of flip-flops in 5 months. Sure, Lenny does.
Yeah, the bottoms get a hole in it.
It's 350 pounds on them too.
Right. 345.
345.
I don't really wear flip flops. I mean, I have
Well,
slides.
trucking, I prefer Crocs. When I first went on the road, because you got to shower with flip flops on, otherwise you're going to get athlete's foot. So I started wearing flip flops in the shower, and walking out through the parking lot to get back to the truck,
Your feet are dirty.
I would get my fucking feet dirty.
Yeah.
So I started showering in Crocs, and once I started wearing Crocs, I love Crocs.
They're perfect for you.
It's a fucking fashion atrocity.
What color do you wear?
Yes.
Black.
He has some army ones too, don't you?
Kimbo,
Jesus Christ, Lenny's creepy.
He loves this fucking.
you got
cat.
Crocs, Kimbo, for your paws.
Lenny, why don't you take Kimbo? He can kill all the roaches in your house.
All the
That's
rats.
what you need. You need a cat. You'll have no roaches or bugs in your house at all.
They eat bugs?
Oh, they're great. You have a cat. You'll find dead insects and shit everywhere.
I don't like them killing the lizards because the lizards.
I need a new pair of Crocs. I left my Crocs on the road because they're all worn out.
You go to fucking
So
Walmart.
are we unanimous
No,
in
I go to
saying
fucking people over there.
I go to Rack Room Shoes right by LA Fitness.
Crocs are cheap. What are they? $20?
Yeah, but at Rack Room, you buy your first pair of shoes and the second pair is 50% off.
Such a deal.
all right, Maniacs?
Such a deal.
Next time we do a podcast, I want everyone to go into detail about their Isabella jerk-off fantasy because I know the four of us here will do it at some point
Oh my
within the
God.
week. And please describe your fantasies.
Try by the end of the night.
Yeah.
Andrew, I saw a comment. I don't remember whose Instagram it was.
Yeah.
But the fans are interested in putting together a GoFundMe page to get you a new pair of sneakers.
Why does everybody hate on the Air Monarch so much? You ever wear those things? They might. Those things are so comfortable.
What'd you buy?
You're
Like
talking to a guy that wears fucking Crocs. You think he
what
gives a
did
shit
what did
about
you buy? Like 10 pair in the closeout sale? Like I'll take the last 10 pair you got.
No, they sell them at Rack Room Shoes.
So you can still get those new?
Oh, sure. Air Monarchs, absolutely.
They're New Balance, I thought.
No, they're Nikes.
Oh, I thought you wore New Balance.
No, Nike.
Oh.
I used last time I had a pair of New Balance sneakers. I think was in 10th grade. Yeah, I only wear Nikes now.
Oh, I wear nothing but New Balance like Lenny.
Tell you, anyone out there who wants to disparage the Air Monarchs, go buy a pair. It's like butter on your feet. Man.
The reason I like New Balance is they don't sponsor athletes like Dale Chance. You will see no sponsored athletes for New Balance. So they don't have assholes making asses out of themselves like Nike and Adidas and the other shoe companies.
We got a lot of cookie
at least they're
cutters
making
out
a lot
there.
of money in the process.
Following the trends. Have to wear what I wear. Oh, go fuck yourself.
How about that LeVar Ball? What does he charge? Like $500 for
Who?
this? You don't know who LeVar Ball is? That
Never heard of her.
Sounds like a colored person.
Sounds like
Nailed
an
it, Jay.
insignificant cookie cutter
There-
piece of human debris.
there's a rookie.
and I'll never say his name.
There's a rookie who plays on the LA Lakers. What's it? Lonzo Ball. He
Yes.
was like the number 1 or number 2 overall pick in the draft. He
His
supposedly
dad is that big asshole.
Yes, LeVar Ball, and
Who
he's
he's talking about.
supposedly he's like the next Jason Kidd. He's a damn good ball player, but he's a rookie. And his father created a line of sneakers in his son's name, and they charge, I think it's like $500 or $400 a pair.
Go ahead and buy him, cookie
A pair.
cutters. Stand in line.
And his father is, I think his father's great. He's the ultimate troll. He trolls everybody, and everyone gets all butthurt at everything
Suckers.
he says.
Sounds
It's
like
great.
Dale. Dale's probably got a pair.
I don't remember what kind of sneakers Dale had.
He had those slip-ons. He got me one size too
I
small.
wonder if, you know who, PJ looks like the kind of guy that would wear those rock climbing shoes with the individual toes.
The toe shoes, or whatever the
Yeah.
fuck those are called. Yeah.
Those
the finger toe,
Yeah.
whatever.
Those are rock climbing shoes, right?
Individual toes.
Yes, that's so PJ Brown right there. I could see him like training his calves in those.
JT's the one that beat Chuck in an arm wrestling match.
Correct.
Who's JT? Oh, JT, the bearded guy.
Chuck was so intimidated.
JT was good with that body bag.
Oh, no.
That's one thing Calora said. He goes, get in that JT's face and rip his face off for me.
JT would punch you about 5 times.
Before you
I'd
even
laugh
got
at him.
your
He'd
arm
punch
back.
me, I'd freaking laugh at him.
Nah,
He's not a big guy, but that guy can punch.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
I can.
He can punch and he can move. Right?
I can incapacitate and really break.
Well, that's the
bones.
thing. A wrestler's always going to win a street fight because fights always wind up on the ground.
It's whoever
No one
wants it
stands
more.
there in boxes.
Yeah, if you two got a hold of anybody and just Christ,
fight
I could
is-
sit on
you
someone.
just smother them. Yeah,
I could sit on somebody.
Whoever wants it bad enough is going to win the fight.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to tear someone's ear off, yeah.
Rip their eyeballs out.
bite their balls.
That's
yeah,
what
bite
Kimbo
their
does.
nose
When
off.
worse comes to worse, he'll rip somebody's eyes out with his claws.
Yeah, if PJ ever
Kimbo's
tried to
really
wrestle me,
active,
I would
man.
just
He's
bite his
looking for
fucking
that-
He's
face.
my buddy.
He's looking for that catnip.
He's my buddy.
Here, give him the catnip.
You know those toe shoes that we were talking about, the rock climbing shoes? Certain events, like pulling a tractor trailer in a strongman show, guys love those because they have grip.
They can't be comfortable though.
Doesn't look like it. I think they might be the shit for deadlifting because you're on the fucking ground.
Did you ever try deadlifting in socks? I don't like it.
I don't like it.
No.
You see a lot of guys deadlifting barefoot.
Why
on
is that?
socks.
I don't like it.
You just want to get closer to the ground for an advantage. That's all.
I do not like that.
You don't want to
at
be in
all.
big fucking basketball sneakers.
Yeah, people wear like very unsupportive shoes, like Converse.
Chuck Taylors are the best deadlift shoe.
Squat.
I got a pair of Chucks.
Yeah.
I just don't. I'm not training for anything. I got the all black Chucks like the alternative kids wear.
Yeah.
You know, that are black.
I can't fit in a Converse. They're too narrow for
Yeah,
my
they are.
foot.
They
I got
suck.
Fat feet.
But there's a rule in powerlifting that you have to wear shoes. Okay. You can't deadlift barefoot. I remember back in the 80s, you'd see these guys Lenny size walking out there with fucking pink ballerina fucking slippers to deadlift. That was
You sure it wasn't Lenny?
It might have been Lenny. But yeah, guys, big giant guys wearing ballerina slippers. It was fucking excellent.
That's hilarious. No footage of that.
I used to use wrestling shoes because those are somewhat comfortable.
Yeah, you were talking about that today because that girl was wearing just her socks.
Yeah, it's no good for your feet.
Oh, Isabella?
Yeah, she was wearing socks while she was working out. I don't know. Remember?
Yeah, she
No
didn't have
shoes
shoes
on?
on.
Jesus Christ, Leonard, you all right? You're like a fucking statue. What is going through you right now?
He's stiffening
Because
up.
you said the name Isabella. That's
You got into a trance.
Pure sexual.
the opposite.
Pure
of
sodomy. I just want
Oh my God.
to pull my cock out and have it covered in her bloody shit. I think Richard wanted to be, what do you call it, the cuckold?
No, I don't think he was sharing that. He makes love to her.
It shows.
Have you guys ever told a woman you want to make love to them? Have you ever? Have those words?
Never.
Wouldn't a chick laugh in your fucking face? What are they going to say to that?
Oh, how sweet.
We made love. I've never fucking said that.
What do you say, Brad? Or did you just do it?
I just do it, Leonard.
I think chicks like a little aggression. They don't want to be with a
Of
beta.
course, man. They want to be treated like an animal once in a while.
Yeah,
It's
little,
good.
little hair pulling and a little spanking. They don't want to admit it, but that turns them on. I like the way a tiger fucks. He holds the female down by biting her fucking neck. If I had a longer torso, I would do that.
That's okay.
You ever seen a tiger fuck?
You stumpy motherfucker.
He fucking bites the back of her neck to hold her in place and then fucks her.
Yeah.
That's fucking manly.
Yeah.
You'd need a long torso though. I can't reach. I wouldn't mind longer arms too, so when a chick's riding me, I could finger that butthole. I can't quite get around.
Really? Oh, it sucks. You got to get a smaller woman.
You like fingering the butthole when they're riding? See, if they do reverse cowgirl, that butthole's pointing at you. You can see that little thing.
It's winking at you.
Yeah, it needs to be violated.
So, Brad, you don't use your tongue, but you use fingers, correct?
Huh? No.
You don't go near it? Untouchable?
Dude, if you
No,
put
Leonard.
when you're doing a chick from behind doggy style, if you put a thumb in the pussy and do her dirt bike style,
You mean a thumb in the asshole?
yeah, thumb in the ass, like you're riding a motorcycle, like this. It's called dirt bike style. Rin, 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 rin. You thumb her ass and make a motorcycle sound. But it actually makes the pussy feel tighter because you're shimming up that butthole.
And now I know why everybody wanted me to put this on YouTube. There you go. For Jay's visuals.
Is this going out live?
No.
It'll be uploaded.
So how were we getting questions?
He
Go ahead.
posted a picture on Instagram, and If people want to ask questions,
okay.
they know we're doing this right now.
What was the picture of?
YouTube.
Oh, God.
Oh, yeah.
Any fucking thumbnail that is Lenny gets the most views of anything. I don't know if you've learned that yet. Lenny's thumbnails get not your thumbnail, Lenny. Not where the...
So they do need trim.
A thumbnail is the little picture that you click on. For the video.
You want to borrow a nail clipper?
Oh, I'm okay. I got one.
You could cut a woman's butthole if you put that thumb in there. Look at that thing. It's like Genova's toe. Dude, I saw that video where his toenail's like an inch too long.
It still is. He's a disgusting animal.
No, he got a pedicure for the Ruby. I saw it.
That's right.
He posted a video of himself getting a pedicure. I thought that was hilarious. Once in a great while, that dude does something funny.
That's what I meant earlier when I said if Jason did good videos.
Well, getting a pedicure.
When he imitated you was fucking funny. When he
I
does
loved it.
When he does Elvis, that's
the
funny
fucking
shit.
bullshit trolls are on my page. What do you think about Jason imitating you? You should fucking say something to him. Fuck him. I'm like, what? I thought it was hysterical.
We all have fun with each other with that shit. That's why we don't care when you go on there and call me and Andrew pussy.
I don't know if you
Pussy.
guys.
Who gives a fuck? It's funny.
If you guys.
I laugh harder when when you do shit like that. That
There
makes
is
me
a
laugh
troll,
out
not on IG, but there is a troll on YouTube that has a J Masters account, and it's not me. And the other J Masters, fucking on that Jason video where he's imitating me, said, "Take this down now, or I'm coming to kick your fucking ass."
I've been called Princess No Gains Andrew now for almost 10 years. Gives a shit. It's funny. You cannot be oversensitive if you're going to be a part of this.
What do they ask me now all the time? When are you going to get skull reconstructive surgery? Because I got a giant fucking head? Who cares? Anybody can say whatever the fuck they want.
Presidents usually have a big
We
head.
put ourselves out there. So
Yeah,
The man with the
exactly.
bigger
We can-
skull
we break
usually
balls,
wins
they
the
break
election.
balls, it's all good. You got to have thick skin, man. You can't get wrapped up in all that stupid bullshit. It's all for fun. It's entertainment.
Are you trying to say don't cry like a little bitch like Dale?
Right.
Okay. As long as we got that clear.
Yeah. I said, hey, what are you going to do? He'll learn. He'll
Your
learn.
cat's flirting with me, walking by, rubbing its tail on my leg.
You want to test out his tongue?
No. But they do that with new people. They do a drive-by.
Yeah, he's rubbed up against all of us.
When they do that, they're actually marking you, so you now belong to him.
So I now have cat urine on me.
They have scent glands, on the side of their face and here. So he's marking. He's putting his scent on you. He's saying, you're in my house. You're in my territory. So your ass is mine.
You guys ever smelled those glands in a dog's ass when they get scared and they release that smell?
No.
What the fuck are you talking about?
In the,
Oh my God, Jay.
just inside a dog's asshole, there's these glands that when the dog becomes frightened or alerted to danger, this nasty, vile shit, it's not shit, it's like a syrup, comes out of their butthole, and it is the worst smelling thing you've ever smelled in your whole fucking life. And what it's for...
Are you serious?
Yes.
I've never heard that.
Anal glands on a dog. Canine anal glands.
It's not shit.
No, canine anal glands.
Okay.
Google it. And it's the reason
thanks,
they have
bro.
that is it's to alert the other members of the pack that there's danger. So that it only releases when they're frightened or startled.
I think Dale releases them when he's insulted.
Oh my God.
Does Dale have animals?
I don't know.
Does Dale have pets?
He's got a bunch of deer heads. Does that count?
Yeah. Little short guys are always the best hunters.
Why is that?
I don't know. I don't think big people like him can sit in a tree without
true.
fidgeting.
Without the animal seeing you.
Every deer in the fucking country would know where Lenny's sitting.
Yeah.
A little leprechaun like Dale can blend in. Dale can hide behind a twig.
You love breaking his nuts. That's all right.
Look at Lenny.
Behind a twig. A twig. A twig.
Where's Dale? Oh, he's hiding behind that thorn.
You guys are fucking jerk offs. He's gonna have a small guy complex now.
Is he?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sure he's had it his whole life.
I mean, he was large. He's fat. Just short.
He's trying to make up for his smallness when he was younger.
Kind of like you.
Lenny's got bigorexia. I think I have it too. It's like a mental disorder.
It's a good thing to
where
have.
Where you're afraid of shrinking.
I'm also afraid of losing my intelligence. I'm also afraid of losing my eyesight, my hearing. I want to keep everything top notch, my reflexes.
Does any of that shit run in your family?
Well, my dad taught me a lot of stuff. He used a lot of tragedy in life to get to where he was.
The older people in your family,
Well,
dementia, any?
My father's father killed himself in 1949.
Oh my God!
My father, so he jumped off the Allegheny Bridge.
Holy shit!
How old was he?
My father was only 3 years old.
No.
Holy fuck!
He was in his late 30s, mid 30s. Jump off the Halton Bridge into the Allegheny River.
Oh my God!
And that's
got to be a couple hundred feet.
That's got an undertow in it. That's a death trap. It'll take you under and down. There's a river that flows under the river.
You don't drown when you jump off a bridge. You die on impact.
That's like hitting concrete.
Yeah, it was a good 50 feet.
My grandmother had anorexia before she died. Anorexia? What the fuck am I saying?
Dementia?
Alzheimer's before she died. And when she was in the late stages of it, what she would do is she would wear Depends undergarments. And when she would shit in them, she would take the soiled, used Depends undergarment, lay in bed with it, and cradle it next to her body because she thought the used diaper was my mom as a baby. That's how.
Oh my goodness.
That's how fucked up she got. And when she would go to the bathroom, she would take the used toilet paper and put it in her wallet because she thought it was cash. And I swear to God, if we're all still friends 20 years from now, and I'm ever doing shit like that, put a bullet in my head, please don't.
Well, if Isabella
because that runs in my family big time.
I wouldn't mind Isabella using her toilet paper and putting them in my wallet so I can smell them
Done.
every time I get the urge.
Jesus Christ.
Would you eat her tampon?
Absolutely.
Without
I would
hesitation.
enjoy her blowing snot from her nostrils.
You guys ever have a
down my
dog that
throat.
got into the garbage and ate a tampon?
Did you read that's what this Harvey Weinstein guy did? One of the women he supposedly sexually assaulted, he got on top of her in the bed. And she was on. I did. And did you hear about this, Jay?
No.
She was on, I forget which actress it was. She was on her period. And he went to go down on her, forcibly.
Oral?
Yes. And she said, "What are you fucking doing? I'm on my period. Stop." He went, "That's okay." And he pulled the tampon out of her twat. And he went down on her anyway. Forcibly, supposedly. And this is one of the many
Can't
stories that's
forcibly
now.
go
So
down
she's
on a
saying
woman.
she
That's what
was
she
orally
said.
raped?
She was correct. And
Give me
that
a
she
fucking
couldn't.
break.
Technically, it's sexual assault, but still, that's ridiculous. I'd
Yeah,
throw it
actually,
out of
for
court.
rape, there has to be penetration.
I'd throw it out of court.
No penetration, no rape.
And speaking of buttholes, Brett, unless you start looking at a girl's butthole, you're going to lose her.
Oh, whatever, you stupid son of a bitch. Well, too fucking bad.
Surprise her. Do
I'm
it for her birthday.
That's okay.
So I got a surprise for you.
birthday already
Definitely
passed.
surprise her. Don't go advertising you're going to do it.
I know, right?
I do it. I don't even
Hey,
know
I'm going to
her.
lick your butthole.
Yeah.
I do it. I don't even know her.
All right, you fucking pig. Get back. Why did your grandfather kill himself?
Depression.
I don't know.
Are you sure he killed himself, or did somebody throw him
my
off the
father
fucking
didn't
bridge?
know until he was a teenager. One of his neighbors told him, you turn out pretty good, and ask what your father happened. And my father told him what happened. He's like, "Oh, he died," and he says, "No, he killed him." So he didn't know. Everyone kept it a secret, because back then. But
Was he in World War II?
I don't know. I think he just got off the boat from.
Because those guys that were in World War II, they didn't bitch and moan about PTSD.
My grandfather
They
was in
couldn't
World
patent
War
it.
II.
They had all the same shit, but they fucking manned up, went and got a job, got married, raised kids.
My grandfather was in World War II. He actually lied about his age to get in. He was only 16.
Where was he at? Europe or Japan?
Dude, what those guys in World War II saw
Oh, yeah, it was
is
nasty.
not what these guys are complaining about today in these air-conditioned Humvees. They're fucking pansies compared to those World War II guys.
Or I know a guy that was on the Bataan Death March. He lived in my town, Mr.
my
Watts, where you had to walk from, say, here to Fort Lauderdale, in that type of heat and humidity, very little water, and if you dropped out, those fucker gooks will bayonet you. They'll stick it right up your ass.
Yeah, they bayoneted people that fell out of the march.
Or on one of those prisoner ships, I heard people were drinking their own urine, cutting their wrists just to drink their blood.
I've accidentally drank my own urine in the truck, waking up and thinking it was my water jug.
Yeah, you told me that.
And it was actually my piss jug. And urine's not that bad.
In my job, there was a member. He died about 3 years ago. He was a World War II vet. And if you go on YouTube, look up the name Murray, Murray, Soskil, Soskil. Before he died, he uploaded a bunch of videos talking about all of some really amazing World War II stories. And he used to come into my office. He died. He must have been in his late 80s. He had the greatest stories about killing Nazis. Really, like, graphic stories about, they would try to stab him and he would take the knife away and shot them in the head. And anyway, if you want to hear some really interesting stories about World War II and killing Nazis, look up Murray Soskil on YouTube and watch some of his videos. Really fascinating stuff.
Dude, that's storming the beach at Normandy in the movie Saving Private Ryan. What these guys are complaining about today
Intense shit, man.
is fucking nothing compared to that. Metallica's got a sweet video that's Saving Private Ryan, the storming the beach.
Oh, yeah.
It's fucking awesome because you're cranking Metallica and you're watching Saving Private Ryan. It's fucking sweet.
Germans put barbed wire under the water, so you'd run through it, and it would slice you to shreds in the water.
Those guys knew they were dying, and we just kept sending wave after wave after wave, and they took that fucking hill inch by inch.
Going into automatic machine gun fire off a boat.
Those landing crafts.
But of course, back then, you turn around and run, you'll get shot. You deal with people like Pat.
Well, yeah, the driver of the boat had a handgun, a pistol, and if you tried to get back on the boat, he fucking had orders to shoot you.
PTSD didn't fly with Patton. It's all a mindset. Once
no, it's real. The guys in World War II just didn't bitch about it.
Yeah. The mindset of PTSD. Once they start telling people that, people believe it. Just like Jason has
That's
ADHD.
PTSD is a real thing.
You know what? They told me that. I was this, that, and the other schizophrenic.
Well, they used to call it shell shock.
Yeah.
He's got shell shock. What's wrong with him, Mommy? He's got shell shock.
PTSD.
Yeah.
Go fuck yourself.
Go fuck yourself. How do you know?
Oh, that's psycho. Because they told me I was schizophrenic. I'm bipolar.
That explains a lot.
You probably are. But
go fuck yourself. What's that
I
mean?
think all human beings are a little bit bipolar. Who doesn't get a little manic now and then? Right. And who doesn't get a little depressed now and then?
Come on.
Our emotions are not stable. So if you say we're all a little bipolar, but we're normal.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying?
Everybody craves sex. Everybody's going to crave heroin once you try it. You start drinking, you're going to start craving it because it works on that pleasure center in your brain.
Addictive
they say that people that get bad hangovers are less likely to become alcoholics.
Right.
Because there's a negative
repercussion. You feel like total
Donald
fucking
Trump,
shit.
His brother said, you know what? Don't drink. It's as simple as that. If you could do that, don't do it. Like me, gambling, I don't do it. Porno, it's a little too late.
Wait a minute, all the sex you
gambling.
have, you're gambling.
Jay's gambling. Yeah, you gamble every time you have
lottery or playing wagering.
Let me just stick my
playing a slot machine.
Fuck crack whores raw. You're not gambling?
That's not gambling. That's a sexual perversion.
Well, you're gambling, all right.
Gambling with your life.
Yeah, if you get stabbed, which I did at a gunpoint in my head. I razor blade put in my balls. I had a broken mirror put in my guts.
Why would you have a razor blade put to your balls? What happened?
Giving fucking the whore a hard time or something like that.
What, did you try to stiff her?
No, the one I told her to lick my ass.
Okay.
And I guess she took offense to it.
I would too.
But now you're telling Brad to lick ass. So what if he got a razor blade put to his balls?
Your wife or someone you live with, you should lick their ass. As well as she should too. The Haitian lady, I said she don't like it, but
I'm not letting any chick eat my ass either. No thanks.
You know, I've watched a lot of ass licking porn.
Of course.
And the guy on girl ass licking I like, but I will not watch girl on guy ass licking. Guy's asshole doesn't need to be nothing. I'm not into that.
Yeah, I see these cute blondes. I got them licking nigger asshole.
That's disgusting. You know, I do think
you couldn't.
It took 2 hours, 19 minutes, and 7 seconds for our first.
We've been doing this for over 2 hours.
I told you it goes fast.
Wow.
Yeah.
You know, speaking of taboo porn.
Yeah, and you know what? That's why they ended my live stream today. For anybody that was watching it.
These two?
Yeah, these two kept saying nigger, and then he says spick, and then all of a sudden they just shut shut it off.
What is the world about to end?
No, but I'm just saying that's what Instagram does. Somebody flagged it right away, and then they blocked me from doing any more live shit.
You're going to be extinct in 3 years.
For the rest of the day.
You're going to be out of business.
What do they have? Real-time Instagram monitors?
I guess. No, one of the people that was watching got offended and fucking flagged it.
The politically correct police.
It's fucking ridiculous, man.
You know, these fans that are in their early 20s, you know, the snowflakes, they're nothing like us. Nothing.
Oh, I know.
Nothing.
Over fucking sensitive. If you don't like something, don't fucking watch
and
it.
they're taught that being
Just
a
don't fucking
racist
watch.
is the worst thing
Why
you could
is
be.
that so
as a
difficult?
Racist. That's the worst thing you could possibly be.
With these 20-somethings, masculinity is bad too, because you're a misogynist.
Right.
So you see these young couples, and the men are just pussies.
Oh, we see it every fucking day at the gym.
I see that the most when I go back home to New York. Growing up in New York City is not the way it was when I grew up in it. All I see are just metrosexual guys. You can't tell who's gay. You can't tell who's straight.
Right.
It's just
and they think
no.
that's
It's not like that when I grew up.
Oh, you shouldn't say that. It's like, go fuck yourself.
Like those guys that you see Emma posting pictures with, those guys, you're like, well, who? You could tell who wears the pants in that relationship. It ain't the guy.
It's not going to last very long.
Yeah, it just the people that report or flag other people's shit are fucking pussies. People that block people are fucking pussies.
And we do it for your own good. If you can't get the thick skin now, you're going to have a world of problems heading toward you.
No shit,
in
man.
life.
Just because
A
we have an
world of
opinion
hurt.
or we say something doesn't. I mean, what the fuck difference does it
I
make to
predict that
you?
you'll be in a Chinese labor camp because they're going to make a mutual partnership with our country. They're going to call it not a surrender, but they'll be here. You know, they'll be our friends.
You're wrong.
That's what's going to happen.
Trump wants to ruin them financially.
Well, I'm talking about after he's gone because the way they're attacking him.
We could defeat China if we wanted to, the same way we did the Soviet Union through economics. We wouldn't need to fire one bullet.
That's not what the New World
Because
Order wants.
their currency is fake. It's propped up by their government. It's not backed by anything. So if we did a few tricks to devalue their currency and make it collapse, they're done. Done.
That's not what George Soros and Bill Gates wants.
China would go back. China would go back to the fucking Bronze Age, not the Stone Age. The Bronze Age.
Is it? Is there black?
Yeah, you tore some fibers. It's going to be.
Take some anti-inflammatory like an Advil or an Aleve,
I don't have that. I'll stop and get it.
and put an ice bag on it.
Yeah, well,
You will cut your recovery
Fucking
time
sucks,
if
man.
you ice it.
I think I tore my pec today. If that's what we're talking about.
There's
on the
no
decline.
there's no purplish yet.
no.
You didn't detach. You tore some fibers without a doubt.
Yeah, you just
Right, I
got
just
to.
felt it pop when I was doing
Yeah.
275, but I normally do that on the decline. The 6-1 though.
That was
popped
like your
my left
fifth
pec.
exercise.
I know.
Plus, you were all turned on by that girl.
Yeah, all the blood in the water was in your lower extremities.
Yeah, you had a raging hard on for that.
I can't believe you said, look at this monkey chick, and then it's her doing pull-ups.
Who said that? I didn't say
Jay
that.
said
She
if
was doing chin-ups, and I said, she looks like a monkey woman.
it's her.
I don't think she cared.
She gave me a look. I like when Jay said, what's a 71? A 69 with 2 fingers in the ass. The look on her was turning me on, her having her all that dirty talk.
I don't know if she wanted her butthole played with.
Yeah, I don't know. She might have been
Do you think
uncomfortable
that
with all that
douchebag
talk.
plays with it?
He's got to be a douchebag now
He's
just
not a
because
douchebag. He's a nice kid.
He's a douchebag because he's getting better pussy than Lenny.
Exactly. Just like that's why you have a hard on for PJ. Because you're fucking jealous.
I am not jealous of his girlfriend.
You're jealous of his life.
No, money, not his life. Have you seen the way that
would
guy
you be jealous
dresses?
of the fucking
He
money,
looks like
though? Who
he
gives a
looks like
shit?
a fucking
Who cares? Look at
Idiot.
the way you fucking dress.
Jay, if you applied yourself, we all applied ourselves with our name, we could be making just as much as more, if any of them. What does he sell? A lot of these people got their initial money through pro hormones. Rich Gaspari and Blackstone. So he set a line of pro hormones. That's what
PJ's been rich
kickstarted
his
it.
whole life. Don't give it up. He didn't.
PJ is also a felon, a convicted felon in Connecticut.
when you dabble with that shit, I mean,
Then more power to him.
Yeah.
Being
But
a
I'm just saying, there's no reason we couldn't do the same. Any of us.
There's
You
no
have to
reason why
apply
anyone
yourself.
can't do it.
Well, if you do
Yeah.
have a felony on your record, being an entrepreneur is about the only way you're going to become successful.
It's either sink or swim. And you know what? Probably be a good thing.
You know, if you're 21 years old and you get a DUI or some not so terrible crime, why should that still be held against you 20 or 25 years later?
I don't think it's a felony until it's your third DUI.
Well, I'm just even a misdemeanor. You know, if you apply for a job and they run a criminal background check and a DUI when you're 20 or 21 years old comes up on your record, why should that be held against you if you're applying for
That's
a job
exactly
and you're
what I
40
told
years
the
old?
director.
Yeah, it's
When
total
one
total
of these
bullshit.
third worlders stick their hands in my face when I'm at work, I said, I'm going to defend myself. I right to do it. I said, he could be a fucking cannibal over in there in his stinking third world hellhole. We don't even know it. And I told him, I said, any of these fuckers,
You're absolutely
you
right.
come at me, I'm taking you down out of self-defense. And that's what it's going to be. He didn't have an answer for me, did he? No. You can't do that. I said, yes, I can. He put his fucking finger in my face. And I was defending myself. He could be a fucking cannibal. You don't know that. But he'd come right over here. You have the
Headhunter.
guy that
Could
has a
shrink
little
your head.
DEI. Little fuck.
Remember the movie Beetlejuice?
yeah,
The powder?
yeah. I guess I need some of that.
I had heard about a year ago that they were going to do a sequel to Beetlejuice, and then I never heard a thing about it.
Who knows?
That movie was fucking hysterical.
Great. Yeah. Michael Keaton's good. In that.
Fuck.
Did you watch it? Probably not. You only watched the History Channel, right?
I wasn't allowed to watch certain things when I was a kid.
Beetlejuice came out in the 90s, didn't it?
Yeah, you weren't
I
a
was
kid.
allowed to watch Wizard of Oz, Jaws, and of course The Exorcist and Omen. So my father said, here, if you want to sin, here's what the devil's like, and here's what hell's like.
Sounds very family oriented.
Yeah. Interesting.
How much more stamina you guys have? You want to keep going?
I'm getting tired.
As far as
hard?
Isabella goes, my torso has so much stamina to thrust cock into her rectum. It's never ending.
Why don't you go down to the hockey game tonight where they are?
Yeah. You're all brave now, but when they were around, you weren't saying any of this shit.
I was going to.
It's amazing
You
the
can-
way he is, this motherfucker.
You can drive the Zamboni.
Dude, Florida Panthers games are horrible.
I wouldn't get if you paid me. Oh. Ice hockey, good
Hockey's
Lord.
always better live, though. But
Yeah, but the Panthers, I mean,
people go to see the other teams that are in
exactly.
town.
People come down from Toronto because it's cheaper to fly to Florida than it is to get a Maple Leafs ticket.
Get the fuck out of here.
I'm not kidding.
Are you serious?
Toronto tickets are a couple $100 up there.
Unbelievable.
So they can fly to Florida, go to the game down here at face value.
Yeah.
I look at it, if I'm going to sit and watch it, what am I going to get out of it? If I watch a good football game, that's it. But purposely, I don't watch basketball. Purposely, I don't watch any baseball because I don't need it.
I think going to
Just a
Vegas
waste
to
of
see the
time.
Raiders would be a fucking riot.
Yeah.
Going to
They
see
haven't even broke ground on that stadium.
I know, but
It's
going
gonna
to
be
see a
couple
ball
of
game on
years.
vacation, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. Going to see, visiting other stadiums. That's cool.
Yeah, if you're a player.
I've
not a
been
cookie
to I've been to
cutter
two
fan.
bowl games. I've been to the Orange Bowl last year, and in '89 I went to Pasadena and went to the Rose Bowl.
Oh, no shit.
Those are fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Bowl games are fucking sweet. If your team makes a bowl game,
Well, what did you say? You think Miami and Michigan will be in the Orange Bowl?
well, the winner of the Big Ten is playoff bound. The runner-up is going to be Rose Bowl bound. Third place in the Big Ten will be Orange Bowl bound. Fourth place will be Capital One Bowl. Fifth place will be Outback Bowl.
So if it is that, we're going, all of us.
Dale, are you going to be Ruby bound next year? Because I am. And you got enough balls to get into the heavyweight class?
I think Jay should compete in a Ruby, too, next
I don't
year.
have time to diet. I'd have to lose 105 pounds.
When are you going to get off the road?
Over the road?
Yeah.
I'll have my 2 years in February or March.
Wow.
You've already been doing this now for 2 years?
Yeah.
Oh, fast, man.
And I'm still stronger than Dale. But after 2 years tractor trailer experience over the road, I'll be able to get a local job and my pick.
Nice.
Yeah. I just want to do something that's no manual labor, no touch. I'm not delivering soda pop or nothing like that.
Beer.
Fuck
Give
that.
him a beer
I'm
truck.
gonna do no touch all cock on Isabella's rectum.
Oh, my God.
in
Will
my
you stop
dream.
it? Okay, we get it.
She's probably got a fine little pussy for licking.
Does this mean you're no longer obsessed with Cornelius's girl, and now it's all Isabella?
Well,
She's the flavor of the month.
I've already busted about a pint of cum from jerking off to her, so time to move along.
You know, it's a shame that the viewers aren't going to get a chance to see this girl because she didn't want to be filmed when we were out before. So
Talk to the bedroom
you
bully.
guys can use your imagination.
I got news for you.
Didn't you film a set of her doing pull-ups, Jay?
Yeah, it's on my live.
Okay.
On my Instagram live, which I saved.
Mm-hmm.
Saves for 24 hours.
Yeah, you should be able to see this girl doing chin-ups.
Don't worry, these guys all copy our shit. Whenever we put up a live video, any of my Snapchat, everything ends up on YouTube.
What I want to see viewers do, I've seen a thing on the internet called "Pay a Tribute to a Girl." Where you take a picture on the computer, and blow a load all over her face or her body. That's called paying a tribute to Isabella.
You sick fuck.
Wasn't my idea. A cookie cutter invented it, but I'll follow along as a cookie
like
cutter.
that
It sounds like
cookie
a good
cut.
concept.
You
Yeah,
like that cookie
pay a
cutter
tribute
idea.
to a girl.
By blowing a load on your
They show her
computer
girls'
screen.
Facebook pages, and guys blow loads all over on the screen.
Your keyboard?
You could have a wall of shame over your bed, or you can pin them
Actually,
all
it's
up.
called paying a tribute. So
Interesting.
let's pay a tribute to Isabella.
I think if I was living alone,
This is why people are so. This is why everybody out there needs to tread lightly before you interject yourself into the Ment universe or the Genovaverse. People want to come here and be involved with us or be in videos with us. Because once you start swimming in this piss, that's it.
I wouldn't mind doing a tribute nut
Piss,
to Isabella
it's fucking
tonight.
piss quicksand. You're not fucking getting out, man.
Yeah.
I think Andrew's going to do a tribute nut to Isabella tonight.
Damn right we are. And remember,
Let's all just do a circle
Very
jerk right
I'm
here.
not denying it, Jay.
very simple. Type in Isabella Nordstrom. ISABELLA
She didn't want to be all
And
involved with that.
be prepared to get a raging hard on.
Her boyfriend is a cock.
Man. You guys are such.
What do you think
assholes,
about
man.
that?
Dale.
Richard.
Oh my god.
You know who Dale and you guys remember the animated cartoon Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer? And they go to the island of misfit toys.
No, I didn't see that.
It's actually claymation.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, but I don't remember watching
All right.
that shit.
Cornelius is Yukon Cornelius. Dale is the little fucking faggoty elf that wants to be a dentist. And Lenny is the abominable snowman. If someone could take a picture from there and paste Cornelius's face on Yukon Cornelius, Dale's face on that little faggoty elf that wanted to be a dentist, and paste Lenny's face on the abominable snowman, that would make my millennium.
Two scoops from hell. That's the guy that does all that shit.
Oh, fucking don't private message it. Somehow post it. I want to share the fuck out of it. Dale. I see Dale.
Do you know how to repost things on there?
I want to be a dentist. That's Dale. Yukon Cornelius, the big lumberjack guy. Or no, he was a prospector, wasn't he? Was he a prospector? Wasn't he after gold?
He's after sponsorship.
Ouch! It's not going to take long for Cornelius to be bigger than Dale. That dude's growing like a weed.
I think he already is bigger.
He was small when I saw him because he had a torn elbow. He just got back to training. Didn't you guys see that scar on his elbow?
Yeah.
He had a torn tricep.
From deadlifting, right? Isn't that what he said?
Thought so.
Yeah.
No, some type of tricep move. He had something pop out.
No, I think he was picking up weight, deadlifting,
I
and
think he
popped
said
his
he was
arm.
deadlifting.
Dale said that dude deadlifts 700 for reps. That's
does.
fucking strong.
Yeah.
But Cornelius, I saw a picture of him with Dale when they were getting ready for their show, and I can tell that dude's growing like a weed.
He has a little fire under his ass.
Dale told me he beat Boston Lloyd
Woo.
head to head.
Yeah, exactly. Woo is right.
Guy that takes 5 grams of Tren a week. That's a real winner. He actually said that Absorbed 5 grams of tren.
That's impossible.
He said he did it.
No way.
That guy cracks me up though. Some of the pictures he posts, he looks like Jason's older brother.
Yeah, it's uncanny.
Maybe their receptor burnout.
No, the reason I don't really dislike Boston Lloyd is because his video on fucking synthol, I fucking love. Because I hate synthol. I think it's ruined the fucking sport. Because it's just unrealistic what these top level pros look like. It's not real.
Remember the strongman Manfred Hobel?
No.
German from the 90s? Full of synthol, one of the first.
Why would you use that for strongman?
Well, he did. 26-inch arms.
That's so stupid.
Yeah.
Those synth.
What about these guys? You ever see the videos of these guys in the Middle East who do it to the point where their bodies look so ridiculously distorted?
Yeah,
Why
flabby.
are you even doing that?
Idiots.
I mean, these guys who,
Yeah.
they give themselves like 28-inch arms, but their forearms are normal size.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck
Go
is
ahead
the
when
point of
that
doing
stuff
that?
clots up your blood, gets into your bloodstream like Milo Sarcev and you have a stroke.
I think Lenny's calves need a little synthol.
I tell you the truth. When I die,
My girlfriend uses a racial slur when she talks about Lenny's calves, and it starts with N.
Yeah, nigger sprinter calves.
Of course. You fucking idiots.
Am I allowed to say the N word?
Yeah, whatever. I mean,
It's the N word.
Okay.
I don't have to say it.
I'm going to think about Isabella using my mouth as her toilet.
I would rather be her human washcloth.
Go into detail.
Well, I would lick her pussy clean.
it wouldn't be clean after you go down
No,
there.
I would leave Richard a nice present in there for him to clean up.
Jesus Christ.
Do you think they're gonna watch this?
Yes.
They're going to listen to it. There's no video.
And Isabella's going to fantasize it just like Cornelius' wife fantasized
Oh
about me.
my God.
That's why Cornelius is
Such
getting
a
bigger.
delusional fuck.
She said she'll say she wishes you were Lenny's size.
No, please.
I almost made her faint the way I spoke to her. It's almost.
You know,
because she
when
was fucking petrified, you asshole.
She was not.
Yes, she was.
I must have met Cornelius' wife when I went to the Decon gym.
Yeah, very curvy.
I don't remember
A
though.
blonde, very, very.
That one tall fucker that competed with Dale this weekend's a monster.
I didn't see it.
Where are
Where
the
did you?
pictures?
On Dale's IG or Decon's.
I didn't see it on Dale's
Dale post
Instagram.
anything.
No, Dale's undercover this weekend because he got third.
He hasn't posted shit lately.
You got to go to Cornelius's.
I don't know if I follow Cornelius.
It's C Decon, I think.
Let me check it out.
I don't follow him.
C Decon. You can find him in the people I follow real easy because I only follow 45 people.
Okay.
Just go through the people I
I
follow.
found him.
C Decon.
Know how to fucking type, asshole.
But
I'm
that
not getting shit reception.
there's a picture of all of Cornelius's people
here we go.
that competed this weekend. And that tall guy's a monster.
How much does he weigh?
I don't know. He's tall as fuck and big as fuck.
He's pale.
Yeah.
Well, he.
Brad showing Lenny the picture.
What do you think of Dale?
Let me see it.
Dale looks thick as
Leonard's
fuck.
like in a fucking trance looking at
He
it.
hates Dale so much.
No.
He doesn't hate Dale. None of us hate Dale.
He's jealous of Dale.
We like breaking Dale's balls.
Dale looks thick as fuck.
Cornelius got bigger since the Ruby.
Yes.
His arms definitely got bigger.
Yeah, Cornelius is jacked.
You simply start hitting the needle. That's simple as that.
Yeah.
You got to work out and eat. I couldn't imagine tearing a tricep and not being able to train. I can go about 2 weeks, and then my mind starts to go loco if I don't work out.
Or having your tricep rip off the bone like him and Branch Warren had. Detached from the bone, from the tendon.
I really hope I'm not too fucked up from this.
You'd be purple by now.
No, I think he'll be purple in the next couple of days. I guarantee it.
Not if it was just a
sucks,
little
man.
tear.
Yeah, but
Hopefully
it's
not.
going to show up. It's going to look a
'Cause
lot
I'm
worse than it
sore as
is. You're
fuck.
going to be
I never get
okay.
this sore.
It's going to look very
Oh, you're
worse.
definitely injured. You're not sore.
Your girl's going to freak. But the good thing about it is it blends in with your tattoos, so it's not going to stand out so much.
Yeah. Sorry.
Don't worry, you can jerk off with your other hand when you think about Isabella.
I don't need to jerk off.
You need to get
do some forced analingus on Isabella, Brad.
He held me down and licked my asshole. I cried for help.
She just sit on your face and we'll hold you down, your arms and legs down. Have her wave
Lenny,
with
have you had someone fart in your face?
Fucking eat farts. I had someone shit in my mouth.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
Yes,
Look how serious his face
He got all pissed off.
is. I wish you guys could.
Don't you dare accuse him of lying of having a girl shit in his mouth.
Yes, I did.
If only I videoed your reaction because Lenny got so fucking serious for a split
He
second.
sounded like a 10-year-old kid. Yes, I did.
Yeah.
Yes, I did.
Look at.
I need to have it done again, especially that.
Why do you need to have it done again?
Nothing like a big, thick blacker with crotchless black fishnet pantyhose.
He said
Dan's doing a twerk dance over me and then squatting down and see a big fat turd slowly come out of her butthole onto me while I'm laying down in the shower. Then includes Cornelius' wife doing it too, and Isabella, and I got a massive hard on. And if you get the camera out, I'll show you Isabella. Bigger than Richard, more veiny and harder.
Oh my God!
Would you let Isabella fuck you with a strap-on dildo?
Absolutely. I'd have it filmed, and I'd probably want people to download
Yeah, he's
it.
gonna egg him on now. It's all right. Keep going.
I'd have her fuck my guts out.
Oh, my God. Fuck your guts out?
I think you need somebody to fuck your guts
I'd have her
out.
fucking with that strap on until I blow a load with no type of stimulation whatsoever.
Little prostate bumping never hurt anybody, Lenny.
There you go.
Would you let her use such a large dildo that it prolapsed your anus?
Jay, the answer is going to be
may
yes
want
to
to.
whatever you ask him. So
The only thing is, I need to get a mirror to make sure I'm looking at her face.
Have you guys ever seen a prolapsed anus where the guts come out past the asshole?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that fucking picture. Thank you very much.
that power lifter did it when he squatted.
I've seen pictures
There is
of that.
nothing more disgusting than a prolapsed anus.
I had a power lifter say he took his fingers and shoved it right back up. That could happen when you're squatting.
I heard of a guy in the gym squatting and all his intestines fell on the floor out his asshole.
It could happen to any of us.
Yeah, they had to call 911. You could die.
It could happen to any of us.
Yeah.
Think about that next time you
Your
squat.
asshole prolapses and all your guts.
Yeah, when I said that in one of the videos, they're all making fun of. No, you can't get a prolapse.
Hell, you
anus."
can't.
I told
Think
you
about that,
shit.
Dale, when your guts are scraping on the filthy decon gym floor with Cornelius's sweat and piss. And then you get some type of infection. You better be careful, Dale. No wonder you quit squatting.
He quit squatting.
He told me he's cutting down on his squatting. He's afraid to get an anal prolapse.
No, he probably thinks the judges are marking him down for that thick trunk of his.
Probably.
Guy's built like a block.
But you know, I think the guy that get the prolapse was getting butt fucked a lot too.
Well, that's
my
always good.
theory. That's my theory.
Oh, really?
Most powerlifters have massive hemorrhoids. And anybody who squats.
And many powerlifters are closet homos too.
That's not fucking.
Louis Simmons, I heard, like get fucked in the ass.
Bodybuilders were notorious homos
Allegedly.
back in the early
Well,
days.
they made the money. That one bodybuilder, Dennis Tenarino, used to pimp all the guys out at Gold's Gym back in the day. A lot of top names in the 80s and 90s. That they made a ton of money. 70s. Oh, yeah.
Well, PJ made $1 or $2 doing that.
Yes, he did. He made Blackstone Labs. That's what got his original money. It's gay for pay. Yeah, that's a fact.
Everyone knows it. It's a fact.
Is that a?
So, PJ, you sucked it and you took it up the ass from old men.
Leonard.
Something I don't even do, would never think of doing. Not even for money. No, thank you. How's
What
that
do you
for
guys
standards?
think the initiation is over there at Blackstone for newly sponsored athletes?
I don't know. Ask Dale.
I was about to say.
The fuck should we know?
Think you got to hang?
I think you just get your picture put up on.
You don't have to spend the
Instagram.
weekend at PJ's naked.
On a dog's leash like Dale.
Oh wow.
Dale eats from a dog bowl.
PJ has Dale in a crate next to his bed. Let's go for a walk, boy. Dale's out in the yard pooping. He's going to hate us.
Yeah, but there's some truth to it, so you really can't hate the truth.
I
What
think
truth is there to it?
it's a
What
fact.
is wrong with you?
Oh, everyone knows it's a fact.
He just got as serious as Lenny.
I think when I think the past couple of weeks when Dale gets out of the fucking shower, there's just a ton of hair in the drain. I think that guy's losing it.
You know from experience for sure. Look at your fucking.
And if it's not true, I think Dale would go to that level just to get another sponsorship. Because I don't think, like I said, I challenged him, other companies to sign him up. I don't think it's going to happen. So we'll see if it's a sympathy.
He can come down here and interview with BSN. Aren't they still out of Boca?
Yeah.
Are they?
Yeah.
Okay.
Their company went downhill after they sold it. They don't have near the sales.
They had Big Ronnie, Triple H at one point.
Yeah, they had the supplement industry by the balls.
Well, yeah, they used to advertise in all the MMA rings too.
Yeah.
One of the founders of BSN used to work out.
Oh, yeah.
Remember Scott from the old World
And
Gym?
Chris.
Correct.
Remember Chris's wife, the blonde?
Yes.
You have a
was a
thing for
local
other
juice
people's
head.
women.
Yeah.
OPP. Lenny is down with OPP.
It's another taboo thing, even though it's a sin.
Who is that? Put her on speaker.
Hello?
Hello.
You're on the Misfits podcast.
Sounds
Go ahead.
sexy.
Is this Linda's sports show calling in?
I'm afraid to say anything. Bye.
She got a sexy
She's the
voice.
smartest one here.
Yeah, no shit.
Oh, my God. That's great. Linda's sports show?
She should do phone sex. She's not.
Very.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Very.
Now he's gonna want to fuck her.
Internet phone
Yeah.
sex.
Isabella's off the hook.
Dude,
Ask her to call back and have
Linda's
phone
sports
sex with
show is
Lenny.
ridiculous. She doesn't call them uniforms. They're outfits. And the helmets are hats.
Oh Jesus.
And like she likes Northwestern because that purple matches her lip gloss. That's how she picks her teams.
Oh my God.
She likes purple. And she only likes teams that have a mammal for a mascot. Like, how the fuck can you have a fucking bird? She just thinks that's ridiculous. You know, like, it should
Or
be
a fish.
It should be, well, a dolphin is a mammal. They have a hole in the head. Yeah. When I told her that Ohio State's nickname was a Buckeye, which is a poisonous, unedible tree nut, she's like, who the fuck came up with that? That's fucking retarded.
It is. Probably because all the trees. In Oakmont, we had a ton of those kind of trees too with the Buckeye.
Have you seen
have to
Brutus
clean
the
them up, they're
Buckeye,
pain in the
their
ass.
fucking mascot, how stupid he looks?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's retarded.
That is stupid.
You know who's got the best fucking mascot, in my opinion? It's Michigan State, that Spartan dude.
Yeah.
The
That's cool.
buff dude with the muscles. I like that guy. Even though that's not my team.
That's a Tony Mandarich wannabe.
That is the best mascot in football.
Mandarich is one of the best players in football too.
Until he got drug tested in the NFL and shrank. He also had a drinking problem.
He had a heroin
He
problem.
came back to the NFL after getting sober and had a couple good years.
He went back on the juice too on that when they were doing the Balco Laboratories. People don't realize either.
I'd like to get some of those gummies that A-Rod had.
Yeah. Right.
Fuck yeah.
Let's get Tony Mandarich
They're
on
only
the
in
podcast.
your system for like 3 hours. 3 hours, boom, out of your system.
What is that called?
I don't
Is
know.
that the Tyranoball or some shit?
Was it T-ball? T-ball's what I got.
What was the one that John Jones got popped for?
Oh, I don't remember.
Tyranoball is the D-ball molecule that the East German modified so it doesn't cause water retention. T-ball is the fucking shit.
Expensive?
Same as everything.
You tried that?
Yes, I've tried it. Yeah, it's good. Yeah, Tony Mandarich, 4.7 in the 40, that kind of speed.
Lenny's our guinea pig. He's done everything.
Look at the footage Mandarich highlights at Michigan State. Devastating, pushing guys 20 yards downfield and dumping them on.
I
their
remember
ass.
he brought pancakes down on the sideline, and every time he pushed a guy over and pancaked him, when he ran off to the sidelines, he would eat a fucking pancake.
Nobody ever got a sack on him throughout his whole college career.
It might be true. But
Ever.
We'd have to fact check that.
I like when he challenged Tyson and Lou Doobie and said, if he ever fought Tyson, either one thing's going to happen. One of them are going to be dead. Because he's seen Mandarich punch
Dude,
that
Tyson
bag.
at his prime kills anybody.
I don't
period.
know. Mandarich, he had that mental edge.
Mandarich like 6'7"?
Close to that, 320.
315 on the cover
Speed.
of Sports Illustrated. Dude, Mike Tyson in his prime, that dude's physique was just like a killer. He looked like a murderer. What was he, like 230, 220?
Taking juice. Simple as that.
Boxing
That's
is
simple.
drug tested, Lenny.
Not when he was a teenager.
Yeah, but he was built like that when he was 19.
He was juicing his ass off as a teenager, which a lot
I really
of them were
like
doing.
that Mike Tyson kind of physique. That he's just looked like a killer.
But his confidence, his aggressiveness, his arrogance, that's juice. There's nothing natural about it.
Wow, they breed that in the ghetto too.
Not that type of confidence.
They learn to be aggressive in Africa going for dung beetles. See, if you're quicker and more aggressive, you get to the shit pile first, and you get the dung beetle.
Ew.
See, if you're the second man to the dung pile, you don't get any beetles for dinner.
Well, you're saying ugh to dung?
Yeah.
What do you think? Minutes ago, you were saying you've had someone shit in your mouth.
I would rather eat a dung beetle than have someone shit in my mouth. Hands down.
You know, it's weird. I'm not too keen on having trannies shit on me or shit in my mouth.
That's weird.
Me neither.
That's
We
weird.
can all agree on that.
All right.
I like a real woman to shit on me,
Yeah.
but not a tranny.
Right.
Show of hands. We're all in agreement.
It's kind of like when someone's going to put a toothbrush in my dick hole. Handle end first, please.
I had a girl put coffee stirrers in my dick hole.
Why?
And I had a girl put a dominatrix over in there.
Why would you let her
Your
do
old
that?
high school, she put about 10 or 12 insulin needles in my dick. You know, she stuck them in there like hanging there, and she's going like this and flicking them.
So your dick looked like Pinhead.
Right.
What the fuck, man?
She had a whole dungeon in one of her rooms.
Whose idea was that?
It's hers.
And you said yes.
Yeah.
Did you hear how his voice changed?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's a Jamaican right off near Olympic Heights High School, right off Lyons Road.
Fucking God, man.
She had a whole dungeon. This is in the 90s.
How many coffee stirs did the girl put in your dick hole?
Couple.
One's enough for me.
How did she get them out?
Pulled them out real slow.
How did that
What, like
feel?
a McDonald's spoon?
How did that feel?
I kind of liked it as soon
You know what I heard lesbians
I know,
like
man.
to do?
I'm like getting pain in my dick thinking about that.
I heard
man.
lesbians, they like to take a cocktail sword and fuck the pee hole while they're licking the clit. I guess that feels real good.
Like if you wanted to interrogate me and you wanted me to sing like a canary, as soon as you held a long object like a coffee stir within 3 inches of my dick hole, Q-tip, I would tell you anything you wanted to know.
What about
Same as a catheter.
what about a toothpick soaked in salt
Here goes
water?
Jay. Yeah.
A salty toothpick in your dick hole.
We'll have Lenny suggest that next time he's with this.
Well, the worst is that girl online. What does she do? The guy, she's 69, and the guy, what did she stick in his dick? She stuck something on there. It was disgusting.
What is your question?
The girl online where
It was disgusting,
I
but
think
you
you
had
know
coffee
the size.
stirs shoved in your
I've
dick
jerked
hole.
off to some disgusting shit.
what's the most disgusting
I'm
thing you
not
jerked off to,
surprised.
Jay?
It depends what you call disgusting. I've jerked off to a tranny blowjob. That's disgusting.
It's
If you know
normal.
it's a tranny.
I knew it was a tranny, but it was a blowjob. It wasn't. There was no dick involved.
So why? How did you know it was a tranny?
It's pretty obvious.
They
When you
show-
Google tranny blowjob. You know, I trust.
We already
Google.
know. Woody already know what the most disgusting.
I was
things
trusting
you've done.
Google on that one. Actually, I go to xvideos.com because they're already uploaded for you. It's like a compilation.
Oh, your favorite list or something?
No, I like xvideos.com.
Pornmd.com.
When you go to
Everything,
those
everything
sites-
right at your fingertips.
When you go to those sites where they're already downloaded for you, they're virus free.
What do you mean though? They're already downloaded for you, going based on your history.
No.
So they know what you like, and right when you go on, it's already got your shit on there.
No, I guess I'm not saying it right. The like those porn sites that are like a collection that users have contributed.
Ah, I don't know.
They're like clips, like thumbnails. When you go to those sites,
There's a lot of shitty quality ones, a lot of good quality.
there's some
ones.
amateur, yeah. Like Isabella could be on there. But when you go to one of those sites where there's a collection, the person who runs that website has antivirus software running the site. So no one can download something with a virus. Whereas if you're just freelancing the internet like he does, you're gonna fuck your machine all up.
Yeah, you probably got a ton of viruses in your fucking computer, huh?
Yeah, it's a piece of shit. But
You got to get an Apple. They have it all
you need
built
to get up
in.
and quit looking at it. But Backpage, just to see all the new tranny material, the new talent.
I think truck stop hookers are on Backpage too.
Oh, I'm sure.
Everybody's now.
Didn't they? I thought you said they shut it down for a while.
They can't. It's unconstitutional.
They took down the thing that says escorts, but all you have to do now is click on women seeking men, and it's basically just become one giant, ad service for hookers.
But the problem is I hear a lot of guys are calling these girls up. These girls aren't going over financial details, which they don't want to. You get in trouble. They're showing up at the girl's house, and they're like thinking it's free. And a lot of the girls are like freaking out because these guys are coming up thinking this is free now.
That's not.
There's language that can be used to mask that.
Right, like,
you know,
are you-
you say
anybody
200 roses, yeah.
Anybody looking for a date? That's pretty obvious.
Yeah, you'd have to be pretty naive to not think
But it
that there's
happens a
money
lot.
involved.
That's what they say on the CB. Anybody looking for a date?
I see 90% of those trainings have on their site, no black men, or I love white guys. 90%, and you're talking black trainees.
And what do they think you are when you show up?
Well, one thought I was black, but it's been a while.
I've seen cuckold.
You can claim either. It's great.
Yeah.
Oh, I've jerked off to some disgusting cuckold porn. Cream pie eating. Where the big moolie fucking leaves a load in there and the little wimpy husband plays cleanup boy.
You like that
I
humiliating
like watching this shit.
You're fucking sick.
There's
bitch.
something disgusting about it that I can't look away. It's like watching a plane going to a mountain.
Well, that's how he describes
There
being
was
with
a big
transsexuals.
Brazilian, fat, black Brazilian bitch, and this cute, brunette Brazilian girl that licked her ass in every way, shape, and form. It was one of the biggest turns.
I think some of those cuckold films are fake, and the guys they have playing the cuck are really homosexuals.
That's quite possible.
Yeah. I think a real cuckold is more rare than the internet wants you
That's
to
the
believe.
first time I heard that word was from Jay, cuckold.
Really?
He says that shit all the time.
Yeah,
you
I know. The
fucking-
first person I ever said. I never heard of it.
The fans call people cucks all like crazy.
Yeah, it's a funny word.
Can you apply that to bodybuilding? Because I was going to call Dale a cuckold bodybuilder.
I think the origin of the word is from the cuckoo bird, because the cuckoo, the female cuckoo, steals other birds' nests to lay its eggs.
Interesting.
They don't build their own nest; they lay eggs in other birds' nests. So that's where the term cuck came from. Cuckoo bird.
Another fact check.
I didn't know, Jay, you were so worldly with this information.
I've watched a lot of cuckold porn. You know what's
So that's your go-to.
You know what's really disturbing? When the cuckold wife has black cock only tattooed on her stomach or on her ass.
Oh my god.
And she's got a white husband, and her tattoo says black cock only. They'll tattoo cuck on the cuck's belly, too.
Black
He'll have cuck. So if they go to the beach or something, everybody knows you're a cuck.
That's fucking awful.
That's fucked up.
See a lot of that?
Being a cuck would be the fucking worst nightmare. Having that little chastity device on your pee-pee so you can't play with it. I'd like to do that to Mark. I'd love to put a chastity device on Mark's pee-pee.
And who are you gonna fuck in front of him?
I think he would be suicidal after a couple of days of not stroking his cock. You know what they look like?
Why can't he pull it off himself?
Because they put a little teeny padlock on it.
Get the fuck out of
And
here.
the cuckold wife wears
No,
the key
man.
around her neck on a necklace.
Jesus.
You guys have never watched cuck porn?
No.
porn. Put a chest.
She teases them with
I'd love
the...
to see Mark.
So what is it like?
Chastity device.
You've never seen a chastity device on a penis?
No, I have not. I'm not a sick fuck like you.
Mark in a chest.
On his pee-pee.
With his big arms in the chastity device. Who's going to hold the key?
He'd blow his brains out.
Yeah, he'd kill himself. Mark couldn't handle it without jacking off. But yeah, and then she gives him the key to masturbate after he cleans up the cream pie.
Give Mark the key every once in a while so you can masturbate.
There are people who actually do this?
Yes.
Yes, it's a real fetish.
Yes. A lot of German porn's really twisted.
Now, most cuckolding on the web is fake. Like I said, they get some gay guy to do the cream pie cleanup because he likes cum. I don't think there's anything more repulsive than licking a pussy clean that another man has come inside. I mean, there's so many things that I'd rather do. Let's put it that way.
No bruising yet. It would have bruised by now.
Mark and a chastity device.
Listen, Lenny's still laughing about Mark.
See Mark and a chastity device on his pee-pee. Imagine that Mark walking
There's another meme for you guys to do.
Oh, chastity Mark.
device. Mark, we love to see you.
He would fucking shoot himself.
Chastity device.
Mark would blow his fucking brains out. He'd be swallowing his gun. No doubt.
Yeah, he'll be. I hate to say, but he's something he's
Lenny,
gonna
put the
probably
mic
do.
closer to your mouth.
You know, when his funding goes away or whatever, I couldn't see him ever getting a job.
Why?
It's not in his nature.
He's got like amotivational syndrome. He doesn't want to do anything but beat off.
How the fuck do you know all this shit?
He basically said it. You know, he pretty.
Oh, really? He told you guys that?
He's got, I think really, the real thing, I think he might have social anxiety.
Oh yeah.
A lot of people do, man.
Plus,
Hey,
he's
Mark, let's go to happy hour. No, man, busy, got plans.
I know.
too busy. to go
Chuck
to
is kind of
Ruby.
the same way. He didn't like to go out either.
Chuck who?
From a gym, world gym.
Yeah, but at least he got a girl and a kid, right?
Well, it's not his kid, but yeah.
Yeah.
Great. That was real nice of you.
Yeah, but I couldn't see taking.
Glad you
out
didn't
other
have the
people's
microphone. No one
kids.
heard that.
I'll say it out loud. I don't give a shit. Would you ever clean up another man's mistake?
Ouch. That's going to leave a mark.
Would you?
I think.
Would you seriously?
Play stepdad?
Yeah. Would you marry or date a woman who already has a kid or two?
A widow, maybe. It's not her fault her husband died.
Doesn't matter what the deal is with the other man.
I don't think there's anything wrong with playing Brady Bunch.
You had no kids of your own?
No, I don't.
No, but I'm just
That
saying,
you know
if you had no kids of your own.
I would never get involved with a woman with a toddler.
Well, that's kind of what he's asking.
Yeah, I mean, why the
A
fuck?
young child,
Why the
4-year-old,
fuck would
5-year-old?
someone over 40 get involved with a woman who has a
Right.
toddler?
It's cleaning up another man's
Yeah.
mistake.
I mean, if she's got a kid in high school or something, who gives a fuck? Kid doesn't want to be around you anyway. You're fucking not cool.
Right.
Except for the kid's Mark who wants to stay at home forever.
Put your microphone to your mouth. You stupid shit.
Yeah, every time Mark said he had to go home and watch his father, he had to go home and masturbate.
Yeah, that was a big. Because what changed? Nothing.
I mean, if the guy's bedridden, sick, you don't have to watch him. What are you going to watch?
There's nothing changed in the guy's life.
Right.
True.
He was just masturbating. He would see some eye candy in the gym and speed up his workout. I got to get out of here.
Jennifer.
Oh, Mark stroked his cock over Jen so many fucking times.
So have you.
I don't think I have. All I have to do is think about Andrew blowing a big nut in there.
Black Andrew.
Right, Black Andrew. It's real nice that we call him Black Andrew.
The Nordic Negro.
The
He'll come on here
He's
too.
Swedish too.
Oh, Swolson. Swanson. Yeah, that's somewhat Scandinavian, right?
Yeah, his mom. He's basically Swedish. He's as black as Obama is, pretty much.
Obama's had a white mom.
Yeah, grew up with a white family.
Obama was raised by white grandparents.
Really nice grandparents. He had the nerve to talk about them, saying they were racist.
Obama
Shut
going
your
black
mouth.
is completely fake.
Yeah.
He was as white bread growing up in fucking Iowa or Nebraska.
Absolutely. I find it hard to believe he fucks Michelle. She's bigger than him. But like I said, I'd love
guys
to
are
have her for
fucking
an hour or
demented.
two.
You know what? I think I like Obama a lot more than I like Hillary.
Of course.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I mean, Obama didn't have my vision of America, but at least he kind of liked America. Hillary wants to sell us out.
Well, you don't have to worry about that because she'll never be
This
president.
whole uranium thing is fucking real.
Oh, yeah.
Her brother played quarterback for Penn State.
Hillary's?
Yeah, as a backup. You Rodham. Her
That's a
father
fun
played
fact.
college somewhere too. So I think Illinois or someone back in the 30s.
Wow. Yeah, Hillary's fucking evil. At least Obama's.
Hillary wanted to be a man and she wasn't, and she was pissed about it.
Like I said the same thing about Bill Clinton earlier today. I didn't like the guy as president, but I'd love to have him over for a dinner party. He'd be a fucking riot.
Hell yeah. He'd play the saxophone, get him stoned.
Yeah. I mean, if I was going to have a dinner party and I could invite some presidents, living or alive, Bubba Clinton's on that list.
Fuck yeah.
Bubba Clinton is on the list. I wouldn't mind hanging with W back when he used to party. Because I'll bet he was a fucking goof.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know who else. JFK. He likes pussy.
Ted Kennedy. He'd be cool to hang out with.
Yeah, if you want your girlfriend dead. John F. Kennedy was a good guy. Not a good husband, but he was a good guy.
I'm sure he did some good partying.
Oh, I think he did a lot of pain pills because he hurt his back in World War II when they crashed PT-109. He had chronic back pain from World War II.
They still have his bunker up there in West Palm.
He was a fucking hero, man. That guy with a broken back, swam a guy to fucking shore, and then swam back, swam another injured guy.
And that's a so-called spoiled rich kid.
Yeah, but in World War II, even rich people did their part.
Yeah. Athletes. Joe Louis, not like Muhammad Ali, your buddy.
That slugger.
My buddy. I don't know
your
the
hero
fucking
with the
guy.
big fucking...
Didn't that slugger from the Red
Just have a
Sox
picture- a signed
go to
picture
World
of
War
him.
II and then come back and play baseball?
Ted Williams.
Yeah.
He was a nasty son of a bitch.
Crazy Legs Hirsch, tailback for the University of Wisconsin, transferred. Listen to this story, Brad. Crazy Legs Hirsch was an All-American tailback at Wisconsin. He wanted to go to the war, right? University of Michigan, because the Willow Run Airport was right next door, they had the only training facility. U of M had the only training facility for this certain kind of fighter that he wanted to fly. The NCAA let him transfer to Michigan, continue to play football for Michigan, got his pilot's license, went to World War II, returned from World War II. They gave him the eligibility that he had left, and he went back to Wisconsin. Played for Wisconsin, Michigan, World War II, back to Wisconsin. That's a fucking American.
Don't make them like that anymore.
No, we're so fucking selfish, dude.
Pat Tillman.
We're so fucking spoiled. I couldn't imagine leaving everything the luxury and the fucking pampered lifestyle I live, even though truck driving sucks.
Right.
To go fucking storm a beach somewhere for our flag.
Especially for
fuck.
these cookie cutter scum, especially for them.
These assholes kneeling during the anthem, they don't have a fucking clue.
Well, half of them don't even know why they're doing it. We talked about this last week, too.
I mean, fuck. What the guys that did for us, that came before us, I can't even imagine doing that for the next generation. I don't think we have that in us anymore.
Nah.
And the fans are pussies, too. I don't care how much security
Are
is
the
there.
four of us willing to just, let's go. We're at war. We're out of here.
You run on that field next time those fuckers do it and charge them. That's what the fans should do. Give them an ass kicking.
I think the police need to start taking a knee. I don't like forced patriotism, though, because then you might as well be North Korea or Cuba.
Yeah.
But still, show some fucking respect.
Yeah, well,
Like you said,
now they
they're
finally
clueless.
stopped showing it, so...
It's not on TV anymore?
No, they don't
go
show
to
the
commercial?
Yeah, they don't...
Dude, back in the old days...
They didn't do that with the Houston Texans this weekend. Did
Oh,
you
no
see they
shit.
showed the
Oh,
whole
fuck.
fucking team on one knee.
Yeah, but that guy's an idiot.
But they were protesting
Which one?
the team owner.
Because he said
right.
he said you can't have the inmates controlling the prison.
You can't have the inmates running the asylum.
That's the way the expression's
He
supposed to.
said prison.
He said prison.
Right.
Uh.
And that really pissed off the players.
Too bad.
Oh, my God.
So that's their rallying point.
He was against Obama. He didn't vote for Obama. That's another
But you know
wrong.
what? That team is probably 90% black.
But all these
Our
guys
prisons are overwhelmingly black. I can kind of see why they took that personal.
He shouldn't have
That was somewhat of a racial slur, comparing them to
And
prisoners.
I'll say this, as a black man, then when I get tan, I get pulled over by the sheriff's department.
bike?
Yes, only when I'm dark. What are you doing here?
It's real.
What do you have in the
it's
bag?
It's not bullshit.
And I get pissed off because I will look at the internet. It's 2 a.m.
Why are you out at 2 a.m?
Well, because after work, I'll eat at work free, and then I'll look on the internet for free at work.
Free internet and free food. You can't beat that. So I gotta go home and eat anyway. That's why you need a prepared meal. And if it's died and they always got tilapia there, it's like, if you want to see what's in the bag, I'll dump it all right on the sheriff's car's hood. See my dirty, filthy underwear? Then they end up saying,
he's got to eat.
You got to do this.
Yeah, I got
Whatever.
leftover Chinese food, man.
It's like, you know.
You stole it from the buffet?
He brings his backpack into the buffet.
Do you go to the Chinese restaurant on Christmas?
Yeah, actually,
You know what I like?
That's why the Jews know where all the good Chinese restaurants are.
Christmas Day, yeah.
Yeah, Richard was telling
You know
me
what
that
I like
the
doing
other day.
that's very popular with Jews is going to the movies on Christmas.
Yeah.
I love going to the show on Christmas. Because what are you going to do? Sit around the house all fucking day?
Hell, most of the Jewish people I know have Christmas dinner more than I do. They have Santa Claus, this, that, and the other, more than me.
You believe in Santa Claus too?
No. Like my father said.
Santa Claus was a fairy, right?
Yeah.
Switch 2 letters of Santa. What do you have? Satan.
He's actually based on St. Nicholas.
Yeah, that's Catholicism. How do someone get to be a saint?
You got to do a lot of bad shit.
And you were told, as a saint, you go directly to heaven. You don't have enough to be judged by God. That's what I was taught. You want to talk about a load of BS.
It's all bullshit, you fucking dope.
Religion is.
Right.
But the creator, God, whatever you call it, it's a reality that you're not meant to understand.
You can believe in God and not participate in organized religion.
Absolutely. Brad, to think that we came out of a big bang or explosion, the intricacies of human life, is a very, very
evolution. He was just saying
ignorant statement.
at the restaurant that he doesn't believe in dinosaurs or believe that dinosaurs existed.
Every bone that you collected, you could get from an animal that's on this earth.
Did you microwave that in a styrofoam cup?
Yes, I did.
That's not. You can't. You
That'll
shouldn't
melt.
microwave styrofoam. It releases a certain kind of gas that's poisonous.
Good.
It's kind of like freezing your water bottles. No good.
Why? I do
I always
that.
do that.
Oh, that releases the plastic into the water when you freeze it.
Which is estrogens.
Really?
Yeah, very bad.
Are you sure?
Positive.
But it has to be a certain type of
Fuck.
plastic.
I've been drinking frozen water bottles for
It's a
years.
certain type of plastic that has the ability to really do that.
Who gives a shit? We're all gonna die.
Yeah, that's
one day.
true.
Who
What the
gives a
fuck?
That's true.
Yeah, but I don't want to die of plastic. I'd rather die of bacon.
Or alcohol poisoning.
Yeah, or bacon.
Yeah, no shit.
Jay Masters had too many hamburgers.
I wouldn't mind dying of Isabella rectal suffocation,
You know what?
which doesn't let me up for air.
I could think of worse ways to go.
Yeah,
I
right.
like to get a pair of black crosses.
Would you cuckold for
fishnets.
them if they asked you?
Yeah.
No hesitation. Of course he would.
I would.
He was enamored.
I would.
He almost passed out. You were staring at her so hard when you were going to do your shoulder exercise. You remember that? You almost fell over.
That's the only reason
He
I
was
filmed her.
panting
I could
so
pretend
hard.
like I was
His eyes
filming
were
her,
popping
but I
out
was
his
staring at
fucking
her
head.
ass. I wanted to tongue
Oh,
jack her
there's
shit
Kimbo.
box.
There you go.
He smells food.
Tongue,
this
you
fat
say
little
tongue
fuck.
jack? I'm going to start using that term.
Tongue jack her shit box.
What do
I'd
they
stick my fucking tongue so far up her ass I would taste her tonsils.
You'd suck her asshole till her forehead
Remember,
caved in.
maniacs, Isabella Nordstrom.
Why are you fucking
God.
last
Check it
naming
out.
the girl?
Because Richard said so. He's a cuckold and he doesn't even know it.
Oh my god! All right, we're gonna have to end this shit. I'm getting tired, and I gotta take your
You
dumb
gotta go
ass
home and blow a load to Isabella. A tribute.
Oh, fucking
Speak
your
for
old lady
yourself.
thinking about someone else? That's bad.
Brad's gonna say
That's
when he's
really
sleeping,
bad.
Oh yeah.
Isabella, let me be the first.
I think
to
we've
ruin
all
your
done that.
asshole.
Who hasn't fantasized about another woman while you're fucking your old
I
lady?
tell you what, I would be if I was Brad. I'd be a.
Didn't you have a girlfriend that lived here for far too long that you wanted gone?
He wants him gone after a day.
Well, I had a roommate who's a very good friend of mine and still is to this day, and she's one of my closest friends. And
She died too. Here. Their bodies in the backyard.
but Nancy, well, we dated for a while, and she moved in, and then she moved out.
Oh my god.
I want to wrap this up.
Generally, if you're gonna, if you have a platonic female friend, and you wind up fucking her, you usually should leave it at that.
Sorry, I'm chewing.
Because it's not really going to work out. Right. So if you play pretend, you're just prolonging what's inevitable. Because you guys were buddies for a reason.
Which one are you talking about?
Well,
The one I'm still very, very close friends with?
I'm talking about anybody. If you were buddies with a chick, good buddies, and you have been for years, there's a reason you're not boyfriend and girlfriend. Or you would have been years ago.
Correct.
So if you guys get together one night and wind up fucking doing the nasty, and then you try and make a go of it, it's eventually going to fail because there's a reason you weren't boyfriend and girlfriend to begin with.
Or someone did a catch feelings when it should have just been left as a one-night stand.
Yeah, that's the problem with friends with benefits. One person
Correct.
always wants more. Right. Somebody falls in love and gets butthurt, like Dale.
Now we get some relationship advice from Big J Masters.
Adam Pollard
Motor
wanted
City
some
moron.
relationship advice from me, of all people.
Really?
Yeah.
I think you'd be the last person I'd ask.
You ask Adam. I gave him damn good advice.
You gave Adam Pollard relationship advice?
Yeah.
And why would you say it's good? Did it work?
I don't know. That guy's a horny motherfucker. He might have done it anyway.
What'd you tell him to do?
Is this all right?
Why? Who gives a shit?
All right. I won't specifically talk about any one individual. I'll just give all of you fans the advice. No piece of ass is ever worth risking paid child support.
That I agree with.
Yes.
No piece of ass is ever worth risking paying child support.
Absolutely.
So if you got kids, keep your dick in your pants or get divorced first.
I know all about that child support. I got 3 with 2 different women. So shit is not easy, man.
No.
Do like the brothers do.
No, I
Hot off
pay.
the
They're
books.
my kids. Whatever. It is what it
That's
is.
what they do.
Nah.
Now in the state of Florida, it's a calculated percentage,
Yes.
right?
Correct. They go.
Does the
by
woman's
a model.
income come into that?
Yes.
Okay. So, like, say your old lady's making good money, you wind up not paying a lot, right?
Just depends on the time you have with the kids too. The shared custody.
I see.
That all factors in. How many days they're with you? How many days
So
are
if
with
you see
them?
your kids 2 weekends a month, you pay more.
Oh yeah.
Okay. That makes sense.
Yeah. It's fine. It is what it is.
You know what my problem...
It goes to my kids, so whatever. It is.
Well-
What's the difference?
It's supposed to go to your
All right.
If you're paying for filet mignon and they're getting mac and cheese and the woman's going to the bar,
Correct.
that's when it's not...
Well, I'm lucky. Both the mothers are, good mothers. So there's none of that bullshit going
I mean,
on.
feeding kids is cheap because they like cheap shit. I mean, I'm 48 and I like hot dogs and mac and cheese.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You can feed kids cheap shit.
Right. That's why they get fat, because you're giving
And
them
I
fucking
think a lot of
pasta
moms-
and all that garbage food.
And
My kids are all healthy though. They eat good.
Yeah.
I have no complaints.
the problem...
Well, I
with-
mean,
Yeah, very nice skin tone, especially your daughter, Sarah.
Please don't talk about other people.
especially my daughter. He's got.
God damn, that creeped me out. Lenny, speak.
Yeah, that's all 3.
Keep to speaking about it.
Brad, you look great.
No
You look like
minors.
Dan Fouts. Doesn't it look like Dan Fouts?
A little bit in that picture, yeah. Yeah, child support's a weird thing because
It's rough, man.
especially when
It's definitely a big nut.
if both people remarry,
Because what happens is you think about how much you would have if you didn't have to pay that.
well, but if you both remarry, you're just giving her money, and your wife is getting money from her ex. So it's like you're swapping money. Everybody's got the same money, but it just went both ways.
It depends, though.
Well, one person could be paying more. But let's just throw an easy number out there. Let's say you pay $500 a month. And let's say Chartreuse had 3 kids and she's getting $500 a month.
That's not her name, you stupid fuck. She has no kids, so I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying.
If you're
I know.
giving
I know.
your ex $500 and your current is getting $500,
It's a wash.
It's a wash.
Right. I understand what you're
You
saying.
got the same amount of money coming into the household.
But that's not the case.
No, because someone's always getting fucked.
Right. And it's usually the man. Look at him. Lenny's falling asleep. We're wrapping it up.
So am I.
That's it.
Well,
Say goodbye to everybody.
Lenny.
Any final thoughts, advice? Quickly.
When
Let's
are you
go.
back in town next, Jay?
I'll come home for a week or 10 days, Christmas to New Year's. Hopefully go to the Orange Bowl.
That far from now? Wow. You're not coming back for Thanksgiving?
Nah, it's not worth it.
All right.
I'm hoping Michigan can get third place in the Big Ten. Go to the Orange Bowl.
So they'll be like Dale then, third place.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, we'll go to the game wall tailgate. We'll do a video there.
Lenny and Jason, shirts off in January, posing in the parking lot.
We'll have a football to kick around.
We could have Dale to kick around.
All right,
We could do
very
a
good.
group tribute to Isabella.
We'll do this again when you're here.
Have a six on one blow loads on Isabella's Instagram.
All right, what's
Isabella
stop
Nordstrom.
It. All right,
Jesus.
enough,
Last
Leonard.
naming people.
You can't. You're just a fucking dope. You really are a goddamn dope. I can't take it, man.
It's turning me on.
I know, but you know what? Why didn't you say something before? Address it then when she's in person.
She's in with her husband. I don't want to be rude.
But now you're saying it over here. You don't want to be rude. They're gonna listen to this. You fucking
I know,
jerk.
they're nice people. I just don't want to see the reaction. I know I won't.
They're nice people, and he's talking about cuckolding. the guy.
Exactly. This fucking dumb
But I
shit.
don't have to look at
But
somebody's
there's a lot of nice guys that want to be cuckolded,
That's true.
like Richard.
like Mark.
You wish. All right. That's it. Anything else? What's your motivational speech?
Find an angel like Christina, and you'll be on the right path.
All right, good.
There you have it.
That's it.
My final parting. If it stops working, increase the dosage till it does. Over and out.
Attaboy. Perfect. Good night, you cocksuckers.
Thank you for rupturing my eardrums. What the fuck was that?
Drop the mic. He's out.
You guys
a mic drop for real.
I'm wearing these professional hypersensitive headphones, and my eardrums just ruptured.
Thanks, Leonard.
Jesus Christ.
All right.
Like bringing a child.
Enjoy, everybody.
All right, everyone. We're out.
See ya.
Until next time.
Fucking room.
Next week we'll try.
Yeah,
that
go
with
check
you.
out the guest room, Jay. I don't think that bed's big enough for you. All right. So you're let's see. We'll talk to everyone next time. We're out.
Jay practically moved in.